The next chapter has begun. A city of wonder and wealth. Opportunity to be had for any and all. The stepping off point for good or evil. Many have arrived in these streets with dreams of grandeur, only to find themselves at the mercy of the law. Sinners can rise, and saints may fall. What strange winds will whisper in the newly arrived? Which path does destiny lead them down? I wonder. Let us begin!
No one right now, except all of us.
Technical difficulties, I swear to God, this day.
Okay.
Once again, hello everybody.
Dang.
We are finally live.
We love the technical difficulty.
Oh yes, aren't they great? I just spent the first few minutes talking to no one. Well, except for all of you guys. Thank you for putting up with me while we were not on the air.
I was confused, trying to see if it was just my computer fucking up. Or what? I kept refreshing.
Why is this frozen? But then, yeah.
No, you know what I think it is that because I have so many things on the go here, whenever I press a multi action kind of thing, if I'm on the wrong thing, it will just stop things, or like it'll type something in my script and it's like, what does / what, you know, so anyway, we are live. Hello. Thanks for joining us. To recap, we are down one player today. Our favorite barbarian, Rose, Fred, is not feeling very well, so we wish her love. We can't wait to have her back.
Recoveries.
Yeah, she might pop in the chat, she might not, but yeah, everybody give her some love, and we'll see her next time. We are all crying, very much so.
It's fine. We have a cardboard cutout of Rose.
Exactly.
From the spicy. It's fine.
And I'm not going to tell the story again. I wasted it on nothing. So here we go. Anyway, we're going to jump right into the game here. But first, Xander, would you like to recap what happened last time?
I can.
Yay.
Let me air out my eyes for a second.
Yeah, you take your time.
Spicy food is... This stuff is so... I love it. Okay. After the night's harrowing discovery at the farmstead.
You got it.
Farmstead. Words. The Oddities continue their journey to Westrun. While on the road, a trio of riders catch up to their cart and attack the party. Despite a few missteps and mishaps, everything's blurry. Let me get my glasses.
Xander is currently dying from spice, so.
And I'm half blind, it's fine. Yeah. They dispatch their assailants. Veery's killing strike reveals Jonathan as their leader, and the surviving opponents surrender. Murdering the Oddities to carry out a dead man's vendetta isn't worth the gold. Cult confronts Nagheim, accuses them of leaving him to be trampled by the panicked horses while they dealt with the enemy. Nagheim claims there wasn't much they could do anyway, and the young half-orc storms off. Rose calms the horses, and after making sure Mr. Brexis is safe and uninjured following the scuffle, the adventurers leave Jonathan's men behind as they carry on to Westrun. On the cart, Nagheim approaches Veery and tends to her wounds and reveals to her that they witnessed her use of magic. She admits to feeling uncomfortable about it, and the drow assures her that it isn't their place to tell the rest of the party of her arcane powers. The crew stops for the night, and Nagheim explains their ability to see through Albert's eyes, and that they may avoid repeating the day's mistakes in combat. The Oddities make it to Westrun over the next few days and drop Mr. Brexis off at the Cobalt Reserve. As Colt and Rose head to the stables to tend to their newly acquired horses, Nagheim and Fury book rooms in the Wayward Pony Tavern and Inn. Words. They then make their way to Trixie's Tricks and Treats, a magic shop in the city's market ward, where they are greeted by a horned woman with flaming pink hair.
Da-da-da. Excellent. Way to go. And
Well done.
one thing that wasn't mentioned during last stream is that everybody is now level 5.
Oh, yeah, we did that. Wait, did I do that?
Well, it's actually good that you mentioned that because I was curious. Everybody leveled up in their D&D Beyond. Did everybody roll hit points or did you just let the system do it for you?
I rolled.
You rolled?
I rolled.
Okay.
It just
And I
said-
rolled a 12.
Hey!
Well, an 8 plus 4. So
Nice.
It said it for me. I don't mind rolling though, if you want.
I'll tell you what. Do you remember your hit points before? And what they currently are?
It is, yeah, because I just put it down to level 4. It gives me 26 HP. It puts me to 26. Is
Okay.
What I was at.
So I'll tell you what. Roll the dice. If it gets you more HP, we'll go with that one. If it gets you lower, we'll just say it's...
I mean, I
yeah.
also don't mind going lower if I'm rolling. So I was at 26.
Yeah, but you're
Wait,
super
and it is D6, yeah? I pulled out the wrong thing.
For wizards, yeah.
Oh, my dice. Oh, 6.
Hey!
So,
Hey.
32.
There you go. Let's go with that.
So my HP did not change. Gang.
Oh, wait. Do you add your constitution to that as well, though?
Do I have Constitution?
That's a good question.
That's what
Do you subtract anything?
I don't think I subtract anything. Let me just quickly check this. Oh, I actually have 2 more.
Hey, there you go. So 34.
Yep.
Excellent. That's what I like to hear.
Uh,
All right.
I am now in the low 40s.
Hey.
My HP is the same as my age.
Hey, there you go. Now, refresh my brain real quick because I wasn't having like a mild panic attack when you were reading that lovely, lovely intro, Xander. But where is everybody?
we're at the magic store. Viria and I.
Mm-hmm.
Colt and Rose were, I think, either en route back to the Wayward Pony,
Mhm.
or still at the stables.
they were there at the Wayward Pony. They met up with us and we did the whole thing with potato and gravy. And
Right. Yes.
you
So,
guys stayed behind to prepare your rooms and
Gotcha. So, standing in the middle of this circular space, surrounded at every turn by magical instruments, armaments, weapons, vials, books, scrolls of every feature or class you can imagine. The array of colors pull your attention in every direction. The further up you look to every floor of the space above you, the dizzier you feel standing in the presence of it all. Motes of light dance around shelves containing wondrous items before darting across to the overhanging banisters to a different shelf, all with different manners of oddities as well. Readjusting your feet to catch up your balance. To catch your balance allows the wood beneath your feet to creak out an echo with long-lasting reverberation up to the very top of this building, as if some ghostly specter was laughing at your shock and awe. The remaining odor of newly oiled leather, mixtures and tonics that are pushing past the cork stoppers, and floating above all of that is a childlike aroma of cotton candy. And out from the back comes a flaming pink-haired, half satyr, half genasi woman who is overjoyed that she has customers walking in today.
Okay, so you wanted pearls, right? How many pearls do you want? I got a lot of pearls. Do you want black pearls? They're not very good. What, white pearls? Big pearls? Small? What are you looking for?
Well, I have other questions depending on it.
I might have a lot of
pearls
answers.
Need to be at least worth 100 gold.
Okay.
I was looking for 2 scrolls.
Scrolls. Okay.
Potentially.
Yeah, I got scrolls. Hold on 1 second.
And she runs off back. You're left with like a whole tray full of like pearls just kind of dancing around. Sizes, colors, all that kind of stuff. You have your choice of whatever you want to get there. But she ran off through the beaded curtain again, comes running back out again,
Okay.
and she's pulling a whole like, what do you call those? Like, you know those bookshelves you used to have like in libraries as a kid, and they would have like each one like, she has like a whole array of like scrolls from like level types and alphabetical and different things, different sizes there as well.
Okay. So I got a bunch of scrolls here. Let me just see it real quick. Yeah, I've got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got about 12 scrolls, I think.
I'm looking for comprehend languages.
Okay.
And identify.
Uh-huh.
And I think that is it for now.
Okay, and I have none of those. But I can see the disappointment on your face. Don't worry. I got a lot of stuff here. Okay, so what I have, are you looking for uncommon, common, rare, very rare, legendary? How much will you spend?
It all depends.
Okay.
Because I need to grab. I want some scrolls.
Uh-huh.
Or one. Do you have shield?
Shield. Oh wow. It's been a while since I've seen that. I'll tell you what, I'll go down a few, see if something actually catches your attention, and you just tell me like when to stop, okay? So I have Scroll of Dancing Lights, very pretty. I have Scroll of Flame Blade, very whoosh, you know. Scroll of Bark Skin, which the Scroll of Phantasmal Force, it kind of explains itself. Gaseous Form, not the farty kind, but like the actual useful kind. I also have Scroll of Spirit Guardians, and then it goes up from there. Do you want me to keep going? Okay, I have Scroll of Stone Skin, which is a bigger than the Bark Skin because it's harder. I have Scroll of Dream, I have Scroll of Heal, I have Scroll of Psychic Scream, and I have Scroll of Astral Projection.
How much is astral projection?
That goes for 20,500 gold.
I have a heart attack.
I had a feeling. I want then 5 pearls worth 100 gold each.
Ooh, what do you use the pearls for?
White. Sometimes I don't like how situations play out.
Uh-huh.
So I like to have the chance to change it.
Uh-huh.
I use them for that.
Uh-huh. Like how? Here, free one. Show me.
I'm going to look to Viri and be like,
Mhm.
I promise this will not hurt.
I'm not ignoring you. I'm just dealing with him real quick. You come up to the front. I don't bite.
It's all right. I'm just the muscle.
Yeah, you are.
I'm going to, look at Viri, and I'm just going to hold the pearl up to her, like, just right here. I forgot what that is called.
Your
That's
chest?
It was like
Well,
Oh, the
like-
clavicles?
clavicle.
Clavicles.
Okay.
That's it, the clavicle. And
Could you at least tell me what you're trying to do before we,
Consent. We are all about
do all
consent.
this?
Yeah.
I'm making it where you have a chance to change your fate. Just one time, though.
That sounds like a lot, or just, a test.
Well, with pearls, I can do this more often. And I'm just gonna leave the pearl floating just in front. And with their cane, they're gonna kind of pull it up and hover their hand around it. The pearl is gonna start glowing a soft violet and turn into a more of a phantom form. I forgot the word for that. And just slowly start moving towards Viri.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually just entering her. And
I
I'm going
don't
to
like
cast
this.
Char's Favor at 2nd level.
Okay.
So, you now, whenever you make a roll, if you fail, it lasts for an hour. But yeah, when you make an attack roll, ability check, saving throw within the next hour, if you fail it, you can choose to re-roll it.
Cool, cool, cool.
Yeah.
Would you just mind posting that maybe in Roll20? So thank you.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. Brilliant. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Because it lasts for an hour, is that like it's a one and done, or for the next hour any
One and done.
one and done? Okay. Cool. So this is interesting to you, Nagheim, because Trixie looks at it
And goes, oh, that's kind of cool. All right.
She picks up the pearl, goes like this, and recreates your spell.
Oh, that feels kind of weird. Oh, but the pearl's gone.
Gone.
Well, that sucks. Holy crap in a hat! Stay right there.
And she runs off to the back, just excited, so excited that her little hooves clicking on the ground, she slips and she kind of falls on the ground. She's
Suck a dicks.
and then she gets back up and goes for something in the back again. She comes barreling out, slowly walks back to the counter again, realizing she slipped before, and she places down in front of you a belt.
Check this out. Want to guess what it is? Go on. I know you want to.
I don't know magical items.
Okay, anyway. So, you just did the pearl thing, right? And you said, and it's gone, right? Check this.
And she puts on the belt around her waist,
Haha, very stylish too, you know.
and you see on inspecting it, it's a bunch of vials, like around, kind of like, what do you call those things? Bandoliers? You know what I mean? Like when
yeah.
people have like shotgun shells, it's kind of like that, right? But then she beckons you to come a little lower because she's like half your size.
Look on top. See the markings here?
And on top, you see tiny runes. Remind me what languages you speak.
I speak Elvish, Undercommon, Zemnian, and
Gotcha.
Common.
So you can't read it, but you recognize dwarven glyphs. So these are kind of glyphs that activate certain magical enchantments. And she says,
Watch this. I push here.
she touches one of the glyphs and the belt whizzes around her. And then there's a new set of vials in front of her.
And if I touch this one on the far side?
Again, they switch around and it's a new set of vials.
So what we have here, if I touch number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, it brings the spell component right to the front. And on the bottom,
She touches the same kind of numbers underneath there. She touches different ones.
that brings the spell scrolls to the front. Now on either side, they're like bags of holding, but like smaller. It's like a pocket dimension and just keeps all your stuff in there. But here is the cool thing. I'm gonna do your spell again.
And she does Char's favor with the pearl in the bottle. But the pearl doesn't disappear. It stays.
Recycling.
It's Cher's closet from Clueless in a magical belt.
I have to watch. Oop.
I have to watch that movie again, apparently.
It's just.
Quick question. From where I'm standing, can I see and read the glyphs that are on the belt at all? Because I speak Dwarvish.
I'd say if you came up closer.
Okay. I'll just take a little peek.
Nice.
Just like I'm looking at all of this happen, and
Yeah.
I'll just kind of like take a step forward, like pretending I'm
Mhm.
not, as interested
Yeah, you're too
By
cool for
this-
school. Yeah.
as I am. Yeah, and I guess I'll notice that I can actually read the glyphs on there.
It's literally just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So like
Oh,
different
okay.
different levels of spells or spell scrolls. It sorts out the different levels for you so that depending on how high of a level you want to go, it has all the components there for you.
This seems like cheating.
True. But think about all the components that just kind of go poof that you're going to be spending money on. Now, you don't have to.
I'm just gonna kind of float my book up and be like, well, this covers most of them.
Okay.
So
And she just turns around and slowly takes the belt off and puts it away.
Well, I don't
how
know.
much is it though?
For that one, well, it's a custom job, so I made it myself. It's about 700 gold pieces.
Nagaham, you fun killer.
From what I understand, this would, you're always looking for pearls, right? This
Well,
would maybe
this
help you avoid having to look for those. No.
That was just because we were in a backwater town. I was constantly looking.
Well, we might find. Did I say we? Whew. You might find yourself in other backwater towns.
I mean, I've got a whole bunch of other cool things if you want to shop around.
But-
I'm good with that.
Who knows? I don't know. It's not my place to say. I'm sorry. And I'll just,
Kinda like,
go back to leaning against the door.
Bagpipe's like-
Do you want to look at some stuff? What's your magic? What do you do?
What's your magic?
God damn it.
Well, she also wait, your greatsword, is it on your back or is it like poofed?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, it's always on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on my
Ooh.
back.
Ooh, I might have some things. Hang on, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just gonna just wait 1 second.
And she dives off to the back and she comes back around and you hear metal on wood just as she is dragging this big ass like great axe across the floor because it's a little heavier than she actually is.
Okay, so I've got one of these things. It's better if you just try it out. Here, take the handle. Take the handle.
I'll just grab it and
One hand.
one-handed.
That's it.
It's a good thing she's the muscle.
Yes, it is.
All right, so 1 minute. Okay, you know how to swing an axe. Of course you do. Look at you. You're like, poof.
Well, I know how to swing a sword, but I
Okay.
guess it's not.
Hang on. So she looks up at the motes of light and she goes,
Karen, Jeremiah, get the training dummy. Bring it down here. Come on, quick.
and you see two motes of light kind of lift up a wooden training dummy and kind of float down. And as they get closer, you see that they're not motes of light. They're actually small little creatures, translucent, almost ghostly like. And they have kind of lopsided eyes, or one is bigger than the other. And they're not really eyes. They're like sunken in just black holes and kind of slack-jawed mouths. And every so often, like they'll bump into something and their heads just kind of, well, that's a liquid sound.
That's something else.
Yeah. It's like a knocking sound. I can't do a knocking sound with my mouth. I'm sorry. And they just bring it down and place it down.
Okay. So, give it a whack.
Okay. Swing.
And as you strike it, the dummy erupts as if you just hit it with thunder wave.
I don't like that. For
Pretty
reasons.
cool, huh?
The whole thunder thing, I'm not a big fan.
Oh.
If I'm being honest. Got a bit of a phobia going on.
Okay.
And I'll just like hand it.
Oh. Oh, so sorry about that. Chuck, get rid of this. No, put it in the back with the others.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
I've got other things. If you want to take a look at it, I mean, I'm sorry about that. I didn't
Well,
know.
no, it's okay. You couldn't have. It's just that I don't think I have Well, no, actually, I do. I'm sorry, I forgot we went on a quest and got a bunch of money. Never mind. Scratch that. I just remembered I have money. I'm sorry. Well, yeah, I can take a look around. I'm not looking for anything in particular, really.
Sure. If you want to see some other things, I mean, I got other things. They might pique your interest. I'll finish up with this one first.
Yeah,
and then
no. We're here for them. We're here for them.
Yeah, she's already scampered back.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go and take a walk around the shop in the meantime.
Okay.
How
Don't be
long-
alarmed, but I think I pissed off your friend. I'm very, very sorry.
Oh no, that's just her face.
Oh, okay. So yeah, hi.
How long does a pearl last in there?
In the thing? Oh, forever. Yeah, the only one I can't get my head around right now is diamonds. They're kind of like, I don't know, they're unique, but everything else that goes in there, they stay.
So there's no limit.
There is a catch. I'm so sorry. I'm just really excited. So the catch is that if you buy something that's not from here, it probably will dissolve. But if you buy it from me, it'll stay. I know it's kind of like the catch of the whole deal. Sorry.
Do you have a teleportation circle?
I do. Do you need to go somewhere?
I mean, if I were able to copy it down for when I'm able to potentially master that spell, I would be able to come back and shop.
Uh-huh.
I would just
Oh, you mean right now?
I just mean it would give me more incentive to come back.
Oh,
Shop here if I can teleport here when the time comes.
right. Well, mine's kind of like a one-way kind of thing. So, I mean, I guess.
Well, I've been slowly transcribing a spell that was what level is this one again?
I don't know.
One sec.
Sure.
And she bounces around and kind of peeks around a corner as to like where Viri is, and just kind of sheepishly like is kind of eyeballing her, making sure she's okay, trying to be Johnny on the spot, trying to make up for like her past blunder.
I should always be able to have a way out by the time I'm able to teleport.
Wait a minute, what are you thinking? Like what's your idea here?
Well, my idea is if I'm able to have, first to start collecting teleportation circles. Nightcime is well aware of this magic, though they can't use it, because not everyone has one. But I also have teleport via plant, so I can always get out.
Yeah.
I just have to get here specifically, and if I'm going to be shopping here,
Right. Okay.
So that's my idea of copying the circle down. So I know.
So I'll save you a little bit of time there, and just let you know that the teleportation circle she has goes to somewhere.
Okay.
Doesn't necessarily bring her here, because like she knows where this is. Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, if it's advantageous for you to have that as like a baseline kind of thing, I mean, she's cool with that. It's just you don't know where it goes.
I'll just buy 5 pearls.
Oh, okay. Well, hang on to the belt if you want. All right.
Until I'm able to make sure I can come back here
For sure.
like that. It's not really worth it.
Okay, that's cool. That's fine. That's cool. So pearls.
I will so totally get you to look up the cost of a pearl.
Well, this is very easy because I would like 5 pearls where they each total 100 gold each.
Gotcha. All right. So I'll let you pick from the box that's in front of you. So you'll have your choice and know which ones are.
They just need to be white,
Uh-huh.
and individually they need to be worth 100 gold. So
If you find them, they're yours. Yep.
Pearl cost 100 gold pieces. An opaque, lustrous white, yellow, or pink
Oh,
gemstone
why
worth
did I hit
100
Hey.
gold pieces.
Excellent.
Did not mean to
And
actually
that-
hit Arcana there, but
No, it's all good. I'll assume you know what you're looking for. It's all good.
Yeah. So I will deduct 500 gold
Mm-hmm.
and just place on the table and just stuff the pearls into my little component pouch
For sure.
tucked aside. Do you how much a cloak of protection?
Let me see here.
Really? Albert is upset today.
I don't
Very
have.
chatty.
You see, she's going through like the list of things that she has in the back.
I don't have a cloak of protection. What do I have here? I've got.
Colt bought you one.
What's that?
Protects you from Colt bought you one. Protects you from the cold.
I've got a mariner's half plate. What else do I have? I've got scale mail. Protects from necrotic. I've got something that protects from acid. That's kind of it. I've got a headband of intellect, but I mean you're kind of smart, so you don't need that.
Just kinda. I think that's all for me then.
Okay. Wrong voice. Okay.
And you'll see that, seeing that she's kind of like lost some sales with you, she'll kind of motion over to Virion.
Hi. See anything?
Oh well, did anything catch my eye as I was touring the shop?
Did you go upstairs or did you stay main floor?
I mean, I would have gotten as far as I could while this conversation happened.
Yeah. We'll say you were probably heading upstairs. Most of what you found on the main floor are common things, so that they're in reach. So you've got Potion of Healing, Greater, Superior, and Supreme. So they're all there. If you wanted those. There's also like a handful of weapons, ranging from uncommon to legendary kind of stuff. The legendary is behind the counter, unfortunately, though.
Well, yeah, I'll watch as Trixie saunters over, and you actually gave me an idea
Uh-huh.
with your great axe. So you know about my phobia. Would you actually have anything that protects against lightning lightning magic specifically?
I mean, not off the top of my head right now, but that's easy to come up with.
Interesting, kind of like a commission type of thing.
Oh yeah, most of these things I made myself, so yeah. It's just like I have like a few things that are like my own kind of thing, but like standard kind of stuff that you hear about. Like I think what the heck is that thing? I've got like a warhammer that does like super crazy damage. I have a spear that does a little bit of damage, you know, but every little boost is something nice, you know. But yeah, something that protects against lightning. Yeah, I could come up with something like that. Yeah.
And how much would, you know, such a metaphorical thing cost?
It's a little tricky because it could come out like kind of a little wussy, or it could come out like kaboom, you know. So it just kind of depends on like what happens when I do the enchantment kind of thing. But I don't want to overcharge you and then say like, oh, you got this little piece of shit that doesn't really do much of anything. But I could say like, if you want to do like a down payment thing and then we see, you know.
That could work, yeah.
Theory.
Yep.
You like water.
Yeah, I like to drink it.
Oh, you like water?
Okay.
Well,
And she runs off to the back. You guys have your conversation.
there's this half plate called the Mariner's something or other. I was only half paying attention. She just talks really fast. It's hard.
I did not get half of what she just told me.
Yeah, but something about a kaboom. Anyway, it's Mariner's half plate. I don't know what it does, but it kind of sounds cool and up your alley, since you know you like ships and everything.
I suppose.
No
I'm
harm. Ask about it.
absent-mindedly looking up
Yeah.
what it does again.
And as you're absentmindedly considering your options there, you see Trixie come out from the back. She's holding like this brown jug in her arms that's like her entire torso is behind this jug. And she kind of does a little step ladder thing up to the counter and places the jug on top.
Do you need help with that?
There you go.
Okay.
Okay. So, you were talking, you like water. Whew. I got this thing. So, this here is it's called an alchemy jug. But this is one that I made that doesn't suck. Okay. So, all these little valves, I gotta work out more. So,
Take your
all
time.
the metal, yeah, what?
Oh, I said take your time.
Thank you. Okay.
This is the first time we've heard her breathe through this entire discussion.
Yeah.
So, each one of these little valves does a certain amount of different things. Now, before it used to do like water, oil, and all those standard kind of things, but that's kind of boring. So I spiced it up a bit. So the first one, it pours out Tabasco sauce. The other one does oil, special oil. This one does moonshine. This one does honey. This one does raspberry jam. This one does milk, which is either white or chocolate, depending what you like. This one is peanut butter. This one is coffee. This is beer, and this is champagne.
Very impressive.
Thank you. I'm kind of proud of that one.
I don't know why, but I feel like Colt and Rose would love this.
I think so too. We should probably take note and then let them know, because it seems it's a very nice jug.
Thank you. I'm glad you like my jug.
Yeah, you have nice jugs. It's a very nice jug. It's just that I'm on the road a lot, and I don't think it's something I would be able to carry around with me.
Oh, yeah.
But I do know people who might be interested.
Okay. Well, cool. Yeah, I like friends. Friends are cool. I know lots of people.
Yeah, especially the chocolate milk part. That might.
That was actually my favorite part when I was making it. I got some other things if you want to check it out. They're right here, actually, underneath the counter. Sorry?
What does the Mariner's armor do?
The Mariner's armor? It's kind of like a thing where you put it on and it's kind of protective and everything like that. I think it's like a technical +1 kind of thing. But it also does this kind of whoosh with like fog so that people don't see you.
It's literally the armor Ford wore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Fjord, however you want to say it.
you know, good
Ford.
armor gives you a little taste of the ocean. Because I know fog is on the ocean, right? I did read that, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's well, you've seen a bit when we were out on the lake, I think, as well. It's not exclusive to oceans.
Where oh, bless you. Where are your friends?
Oh, they're back at the inn we are staying at.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
They just having
have
trouble catching up with Trixie's rapid fire
Oh, it's okay.
banter.
Oh, am I talking too fast? I'm sorry. I do
No,
that when I get a
it's-
little excited. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Yeah.
I do have something. If ever you're like far away from your friends and you want to keep in contact a lot, I got these things.
And she pulls out 2 sets of earrings. And what they are kind of like, well, you ever heard of earrings of messaging?
have heard of those. It's
Okay.
just that I've never used them.
So here, strap
Well,
this on your ear.
There's also earrings of whisper. That's not the same.
I have no idea what that is. I didn't look that one up.
Here, strap this to your ear and go over by the door.
Okay. And I'll just take out one of my rings and replace it.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
And she scampers off to the back. And then you hear in your ear as if she was right there.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey, I can hear you too. How cool is this?
Oh, this is cool. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, I'll meet you back up front.
And she kind of scampers back.
Is there some kind of range to these earrings?
That is a good question.
Let's see here. This comes in 500 feet.
500 feet. Okay.
That's not bad.
Yeah. Are those? I mean,
How much are they?
One pair is $500 or gold. Dollars. What the fuck are those?
Well,
I don't know what a dollar is. Can we eat it?
as much as I'm sure somebody will feel awkward about it, I'm sure the two of us could get 4, and then the others can help pay us back.
Just to let you know, you don't have to wear both of them. You can like buy 2, and yeah, and you can give one to your friend, and that way it's like friendship earrings.
Magic walkie-talkies.
And just to clarify, as a nerd, they were called Earrings of Whisper in Campaign 1, but I don't think the Wizards of the Coast and they had gotten together yet, so they were called Earrings of Whisper, but they are Earrings of Messaging.
It has
All
been
right,
so
that's
long, I did not know what they were called,
That's
so I just called
why
them
I
whatever.
was like, hang on, aren't
I
they called something
literally
else?
was looking at it yesterday
Gotcha.
for some reason.
And I mean, if you're a little more uncomfortable, Viria, about, being a little tied down,
Am I
I
making
don't
you
mind getting
uncomfortable?
the first. Oh, back.
No,
stuff.
not at all. It's
I
just
can
that
get the first pair.
these are very nice earrings. It's just that I don't think I'll be sticking along with the party for very long. So
Aw.
Nagheim's just gonna kind of give her, not Viri, because I definitely did not forget the NPC's name, but just gonna give
Trixie.
her a little Trixie. That's it. Just gonna give Trixie a little wink as Viri.
You
says
better
it.
not forget her name.
Honestly, I really shouldn't. I love Trixie Mattel, but anyway. Plus, I have a gnome named Trixie. Anyway, but yeah, as Viria does say that, Nagheim's gonna give Trixie a little subtle wink. And he's gonna.
And you
"I
see
don't
Trixie
mind."
kind of catch that, and she looks back to you.
No, I don't think. It's one-eyed, darling, one eye.
Nice. But I don't mind getting the first pair for now.
Okay.
Well, if you'd like to give one of them on me on loan, because I mean I am going to be in Western for the next few days at least. We can do that, and then I'll give it back when
Well, I was thinking keeping one, because so far the pattern has been you and me, and then Colton Rose. So if each of us has one in the 2 little groups, we can always be in communication. So,
Trixie is
And
just
Nagheim will
standing
put
between
down-
you two, looking back and forth, being very awkward.
Yeah. Nagheim will put down the 500 gold.
Okay. Here you go.
So if you look it up in D&D Beyond, it should be there. But if not, let me know. So earrings of messaging.
Yep. I will just take the 2, and Nagheim will hand 1 to Viria and go, this one's for Colt. And we'll kind of tuck it away. So,
So I'm confused. We're only getting 1 pair?
yes, because it's 500 gold, and I don't have more than just enough. I don't have money left. It's fine. Everything is fine. It's wizard things.
Okay, so what was our plan
I'm giving
regarding
you
this?
1.
Did you want me to get another set? I'm confused. That's why I'm
If-
asking out of character.
Me
right
too.
now.
It's more if you want to get the other pair, yes. But since Viri is, I'm not gonna stay. Blah blah blah. I'm depressed.
Wow, okay. Those are bold accusations.
So, but Nagheim's just pushing the whole thing of I'm not letting you leave. So, yeah, if you want to buy the other pair, you are more than welcome. But Nagheim's being like, I'm keeping us connected. Fuck you.
Well, we can tell Rose and Colt about it.
Yeah.
And we'll figure stuff out. I'm trying to look up, why can't I find Mariner's armor anywhere?
Maybe because it's called Mariner's Half Plate. I don't
Oh.
know.
I'll be back in 2
Oh,
seconds.
it's
Yeah, no worries.
yeah, sure thing. Oh, there we go.
You got it?
Yeah, I
Why
found
is
it.
this?
There's a lot of Marinish stuff.
So I will tell you
Yeah,
right
that's what
now, the cost I'm looking at is 2,250 gold.
I don't have that, so
Hey.
never mind.
Thought we'd speed it up a little bit.
Yeah, that's fine. Sorry, it's a lot of information for my tiny, tiny brain.
Oh, no worries. I got a tinier brain, so I feel ya. So with every purchase, I kind of give out a little thing that I'm trying to work on. If you wanted to try it out,
And she hands over to each of you a stick of gum.
Oh.
And she
what's
pees
this?
a little bit on the floor.
It's carbonated.
It is.
Sound effects.
Sounds refreshing.
Hey man, she's part fire genasi, so it's steamy.
hmm
Well, thank you. About the, thunder protection trinket
oh yeah,
thing, I'm still interested in that.
okay.
I don't know how any of this works, so you're gonna have to.
Well, usually somebody gives the shopkeeper money, and you get
Yeah.
something in return.
Right, I get that part.
Oh. Okay.
I meant, is it what it? Sorry, Xander's distracting me. Is it going to be? Well, I'm right. I'm willing to pay you an advance fee, but are we talking like a ring? I don't.
Oh,
I'm
did
just-
you want
I don't-
did you want it to be a ring instead?
Well, what was it going to be? I'm so
Oh,
fucking
what-
confused
Sorry.
right now.
there's a lot of words going on, big words too.
Uh-huh.
We can make it. Originally, we were gonna say it was a piece of armor, but I think I can do
that
something
works.
where it's like a bracelet or a necklace or a headband or something like that. It could be even be a toe ring. I mean, it's pretty much whatever you want it to be, and I could just kind of enchant it that way.
Well, a
I
piece
mean,
of
I don't know
armor
how
must-
strong a toe ring would be compared to like something like a
No, I
piece of
don't.
armor, but
I don't. I'd rather not wear a toe ring. Piece of armor works. I just didn't get that part. Ring, piece of whatever. I just want something that protects me from lightning, please.
okay, no worries.
I have a
Please don't
design
cry.
idea.
Huh?
So on the shoulder of it, a lightning bolt with an X through it.
Yeah,
Or design.
that's good job, little buddy.
I mean,
Little.
I'm not gonna do that.
Naga is so insulted right now.
Little. Ugh.
Okay. Well, how much would that cost?
Well, like I was saying before, it's kind of hard to put a price tag on something that's not even made yet, because it could come out like boom, you know. Well, and I don't want to break the bank or anything like that, but how much would you want to put down for it?
She looks into her coin purse. She's like, "Ugh, I don't know, 500 gold? Is that,
Oh,
is
sure.
that not enough?
Totally. If it comes out that it's not as powerful or anything like that, then I'll give you the money back for whatever extra you put down there. So do we want like half plate, full plate? Do you want to be like a walking suit of armor, or do you want to be like leather, or like what do you want?
No, I like having my mobility. We could do, this is me looking up armor types. I'm sorry.
It's leather.
And she will, as she's taking down the order details for Viria, or Viri, she hasn't really. Anyway,
I
she looks
haven't
to you,
told her my name,
Naghheim.
so-
She looks to you, Naghheim, and she goes,
If you want to test out the gum there, just go to the top floor and jump off, and be sure to chew the gum before you jump off. It's kind of fun.
Is it a floating bubble gum?
"It's Featherfall bubblegum."
It's some
I'm
Mary
gonna-
Poppins shit.
Hold on to this for now. Thank you, though.
Okay. It's
Well,
root
we
beer
can
flavored.
we can do half plate.
Mm.
That works.
Half plate? Okay.
Yeah.
Half.
Root beer gum.
No thunder damage.
I have ideas for this gum.
Wait, do you want no thunder or no lightning?
Lightning.
Lightning. Got it.
Sorry, I know they're not the same. It's just that, interchangeable words and shit.
Trust me, I know. I speak 40 different languages. I can never keep things straight.
Damn. Yeah, lightning.
Awesome. Should be 4 days.
Oh well, perfect. I'll be here for the next 4 days, so that
Oh, really?
works. I'll be back in 4 days, and
Are you all staying for 4 days?
We are.
Wait. Have you guys been to Westruun before? Oh my freaking god! We should hang out. I know. No. Just hear me out.
Yeah.
Hear me out. I know all the best places. I know all the best food. I know all the best drinks, and we can have such a good time. I'll show you all the hot spots. You won't regret it. I promise.
Okay. 2 things. Colt and Rose will love her.
oh, for sure. I was planning on telling them about this place anyway, so.
Second,
Thanks.
bathhouse. That's what we need.
Oh,
True.
I know the best bathhouse. We could go there first, and then we could go for drinks and everything afterwards. If you guys want to do that, yeah, we'll freshen up. We'll look all pretty. Oh, I need a bathhouse too. Oh, yeah, we'll do the bathhouse first, and then we'll go get drinks and everything. This is gonna be so fun! Oh my god, we're going out on town.
Party.
I'll just slide my 500 gold across as she says all of this.
she's completely ignoring the gold, and she is like grabbing her coat, and she's heading out the door already.
Well, doesn't she have a shop to manage?
It's okay. I'll lock up afterwards.
Okay, I'll also take 500 out of my money.
For sure.
Whoops, for sure.
There we go. Cool. Okay, well, we have 4 days. We can come back at some point.
hmm
Any point.
And it's not like there are a bunch of other things that you can shop for.
True.
All right.
Cries and wizard. Everything I wanted. I had 3 scrolls in mind, and no.
Hey, that's just what a random generator gave me. Now that she knows, probably doesn't take a lot for her to write something down on a piece of paper and just sell it to you. So,
On the way back, Nagheim's gonna be like, I've been toying with this idea, and I remember
I like ideas.
reading about it, but I know I need something temporarily.
Uh-huh.
It's the tiny hut spell.
Uh-huh.
I need a scroll for that.
Uh-huh.
So if you're able to...
Well, hang
Fire.
on. When you say tiny hut, do you mean this one?
And she makes a Leomund's tiny hut appear.
Or do you mean this one?
And she makes magnificent mansion appear.
I have ideas for the mansion,
Uh-huh.
but that is a bit out of my abilities for now.
Oh, okay.
But the tiny hut
Uh-huh.
is a scroll I feel like we will need.
Okay, I can, yeah. So you want my memory's a little kind of like right now. Identify, tiny hut. What was the other ones?
Comprehend language.
Nah.
That was it? Just those 3?
Yes.
Okay.
I could probably up to
Viri, did you introduce yourself to Trixie by any chance? Okay.
No, I figured Trixie would have just heard Nagheim, you know, address me by my name, but I haven't said anything.
pretty buff. You. Hi. So if I'm doing this stuff with Nagheim.
Nagheim?
Yeah. So they want some scrolls. You want some armor. If I did all that, might be like 5 days, if that's okay. I mean, I could give you 100 gold back.
No, that's fine. I can stick around for 5 days.
Okay.
No problem.
Okay. Cool. All right. Woo! Let's go find your friends
Great,
and
great.
bathhouse.
And
This
we
way?
head
Yes,
back
you
to
do.
the Wayward Pony because poor Colt is just waiting for us.
All right. So you guys make your way through the streets and everything of Westrun. And I'm going to bring up this so we can actually look at the beautiful map. There it is.
Beautiful map.
Yeah. So if you guys want, as a little reminder, if you guys can draw on the map here.
Here.
Yeah.
Right?
So Wayward Pony is right up there. If somebody wants to write a little marker down here, just saying Trixie's Tricks and Treats, that way you know where.
Near the World Market, is
Yeah.
that?
So it would be
Okay.
right across from the word black of the Black King. So
I'm gonna use.
right about there.
I was just gonna put 3 T's.
Boom. That looks
Oh,
great.
I just put a little circle. That's
That works too.
hot
Yeah.
pink because
Trixie is hot. I get it. Yeah.
literally.
Yes.
There.
All right. So you guys make your way slowly but surely back to the Wayward Pony as the midnight hour is closing in on you guys. Not the midnight hour. It's like just the sun's going down is what I'm getting at.
I was like, did we
Twilight.
spend like 5 hours?
I mean,
That
you
store.
could.
I would have. If I
Trixie's,
had more money, I would have.
yeah, Trixie's Tricks and Treats there is kind of like Pee-wee's Playhouse in there. So
Pee-wee's Playhouse. Ah!
I am actually shocked because the silence made me think, oh God, is that too old of a reference? And Xander, you are my new favorite because you laughed first.
Of course, Listen. Come on. I know shit.
Excellent.
I was taking notes like a responsible person.
Yes.
Right.
I've taken absolutely no notes because I'm not responsible. Okay. Well, I guess Char's favor would have worn off by now.
Mm-hmm.
So that little bit of extra control you would have felt is now gone. Sag.
And no one tried to barter or bring down prices. You guys are so honest.
Those
I
two
mean,
are.
I have no idea what I'm talking about when it comes to magic, so I'm not gonna push my luck. I don't know how much things are worth. Anyway, moving on.
Yes. So you guys arrive at the Wayward Pony. Colt, you and Rose secured rooms, I believe, or rooms were secured beforehand?
We did that last session.
Viri and Nagaheim secured them.
Okay. So you and Rose are just sitting there kind of contemplating the different adventures that Potato and Gravy are going to go on, that you're all going to have at the same time, and all that kind of fun stuff. Is there anything important? Well, hold on. No, I was going to say anything important you wanted to talk to Rose about, but you know what? I don't want to put words into her mouth. So we'll say about this time, your two friends, Viri, or Viria now, and Nagheim arrive with a strange character in tow.
Cole. This is Trixie.
Pretty much Rose and Cult, I would imagine, we're just bantering about imaginary horse riding adventurers. and he looks over and sees them with a new friend. He's like, "Hello, new friend, new friend." Hello, and he gets up and puts his journal away. He's like, comes over and offers a hand. He goes, "Colt, pleasure to meet you."
Nice to meet you too.
And
My name
that's
is
our
Trixie.
friend Rose.
Sorry, Trixie Vandersol. Hi.
Writing that.
Trixie Vandersol?
Yeah. I run a magic shop in town.
Oh, was that where you met two members of our party?
Uh-huh.
And they brought you here
Yeah.
for a reason?
Yeah, we're gonna hang out. We're gonna do
Yeah.
a bunch of fun stuff. They said you guys wanted a bathhouse. I mean, I don't know. You smell fine to me. That's cool. I'm not judging. I mean, I kind of smell too. So I'm talking a lot. So yeah, we were gonna go and find a bathhouse, and then maybe some drinks, some food, some fun, anything.
Yeah, we just mentioned looking for a bathhouse.
Right.
She said she knows the best one in town, and then she
do.
just kind of like, followed us here.
I mean, I thought I was invited, but
Which
you know.
no,
Yes. Yes, I thought.
Absolutely. No.
Yeah,
You know what?
it's-
It's
You
been
would
a
get
couple
along.
years since I've been here, so yes.
Oh,
I would
I
have
thought you were gonna say it's been a couple of years since you had a bath. I'm like, oh my
Flash
god.
Oh no, it's I just haven't been to Westeron very recently. I'm sure there's lots of new places we can go and take a look at.
Oh, for sure. When's the last time you were here?
Well, I think.
Did we
Couple
lose
years?
Cult?
I think Cole
Oh
from-
shoot! Am I here? Am I here?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
here now.
You're
We
just-
just didn't get that last.
Okay.
Your camera's been freezing on and off, so.
No, terrible.
Oh wait,
he
do
just goes,
you have Twitch open at the same time on your computer or something?
No, Twitch is on my phone, but
Okay.
it's still using the Wi-Fi.
Ah.
I can turn it off. I'm not super active in there. There we go.
I just remember that was
Okay,
a
let's see,
problem
that
Ari had. I
That
think
was
the
an
first time we
issue.
streamed. Yeah. Anyway, we're good.
Yeah, I just yeah. No, he just he looks he goes a couple years. Been a couple of years since I've been here.
Oh, cool.
I know a lot of niche places don't make it within their first year, so a lot of new places open up in that spot. But it's always really, really good for the first week, and then the people realize how expensive it is to run a niche business. So, have you had that experience here in West Run?
Well, it's kind of cool, kind of bad, but I mean, like, one of the places that kind of like, you know, just kind of up and died, that's how I got my shop. So I just kind of moved right in, and it hasn't been too crazy, because I kind of share the space with, like, another, during the daytime, they're kind of like a bed and breakfast kind of thing, and then during the afternoon and evenings, I kind of open up my shop, and then, you know, so we kind of share space. So money-wise, it kind of works out very well. I've only been here for about, like, 8 or 6 to 8, time's a little funny in my brain, so like maybe 8 months now, but it's been going good so far. Yeah.
Fingers, have you had the place exercised for curses?
What?
No? I recommend it because when you see those places, this is such a bad conversation. We're talking about businesses. If you get a location, it seems that nothing ever works there. I find exercising for demons or curses generally a good idea. Just wash the place clean.
Are you a
What if
holy
there's an
man?
angry ghost? What?
Are you a
those
holy man?
common?
No, no. I'm I mean, I worship, but I mean, I'm not by any stretch a cleric or anything like that. That would be ridiculous. I mean, I don't have the look for it. I mean, yeah. But just
You can
just,
see the
something to
fear
look
on her
into.
face that she's now contemplating the idea that her shop is haunted by mistake, and she's just kind of like spiraling a little bit, we'll say.
Okay. So we wanted to go for a bath. That would
Let
be
me
great.
I'm just
Oh,
going
yeah.
to interject a moment. Cult.
Just hand right out.
No,
Gimme.
I was properly. I was like, please, Xander, go ahead with your words,
Yes.
but
No.
also give me something.
Yeah.
Give me something
Like, I will
good.
pull out the earring. Be like, as long as you are within, what was it, 500
500.
miles?
500 meters.
Miles or meters?
Meters.
We're kilometers, thank you very much. No,
I know.
meters. Yeah. Or 5 feet on a grid, so we'll say 500
meters
feet.
gonna work together.
Yeah.
500 feet. So, within 500 feet of, well, currently, Viri, you can communicate with
Oh,
her.
that's right. I'm still wearing the thing. Oops.
And
I can what?
it is an earring of sending.
I made it myself.
So, this way we
I-
can... Yeah, they're a little expensive. I could only afford 2 for now, but...
This is it.
It was
You-
500 gold.
But yeah. So, as long as you both are wearing it, you'll be in communication.
So I was looking at Jason laughing at me. During this, Nagheim, he's looking at you, and then once you say Viri has the other one, he goes all sparkly eyes and looks at Viri and is just like listening to you, but like kind of gazing at Viri, who has the other one. And he's like, maybe taking this is a bit more than what it is.
It was a bit expensive for me, but I
Oh,
find
look,
since...
you bought this for me
Well, I...
and her?
with the group, since it seems to be Viri and I kinda going off, and you and Rose going off, since it was impossible for me to get all 4 at the moment, I feel like it would be great for the 2 groups to
Oh,
be in
Oh.
communication. That
Wait.
way...
so you chose Viri and me first.
Well...
Well, we're doing this is Viria has, not been paying attention, and she most certainly has not noticed Colt's whole gazing situation, and
Mhm.
she'll just tune back in and go, well, beautiful.
iconic.
Oh
No, we
god, I got a
figured we could-
flash of like the kid you were, like sticking your nose on my door at home, just being like, "Can Jason come out and play?"
Yeah, I was born with eyes this big. The head just got bigger around me.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Yeah, we figured we could try them out while we're in town, and then I'd give mine back. Once our respective business here is done.
As Viri says that, Colt's just gonna... Or not Colt, Nagheim's gonna give a wink to Colt. The same way that they did with Trixie. To be like, yeah, when she leaves.
Cole's like, oh, yes. How much was this? And can I pay you for it, please? This is
And
this is a wonderful gesture, and I appreciate it, and I accept it.
And at that
now he-
point, Trixie, who somehow is just finishing 3 big gulps from a tankard you didn't see her buy, and goes,
Those are $500 for the pair.
So, what I was thinking...
I said dollars. I don't know why. I'm drunk already. 500 gold.
What I was thinking is... you know, take it as and you could see Nagheim is like, I can't believe I'm saying this. Take it where maybe if we want to get the other two, we'll let the girls pay for it. And I will cover your portion, Cult. Since the miscommunication happened.
Come here. Is this okay? Can we do this? And he just doesn't care. He just gathers you up into like a big hug. Although both of you are fairly similar built, a bit broader shouldered, but you're about the same height. You're just thinner, and just like gives you a big hug. You just you hear a shuddery breath.
Like, you know when you pick up your cat and or animal and you force them to love you, and the regret that's on the animal's face? Yeah, this is Nagheim. They're just like, I am never apologizing again in my life.
Not worth it.
Oh, it's the best apology ever. But Cult gathers himself because he's a tough rogue, and takes you by the shoulder and just like back at arm's length and just gives you a clap, not too hard, but still bruised Pete. And you can see him like fighting back a little bit of emotion. He goes, "That's great. That's great. I'm real flattered. Thank you. I will make great use of these. I'll wear it right now. If I still had holes in my ears, but Chuck doesn't, so we're gonna wear it here
I think
right
it's
now."
gonna be a very good benefit to the group. And when the girls are ready for the other pair, we'll all have matching sets.
Does it
However-
go with my outfit? Wait, how does it work?
Yeah, I'm like, how do these? What does this look like?
If you
Paint me
find it
wood
on
picture.
D&D Beyond, it should. Let me see here.
I think there's a photo, isn't there?
Yeah, I added a photo to it. So they're kind of like, they look like the number 6, and they have mostly blue or purples in the center. It's like a circle hole. So it's like an earring that loops in and then it dangles down. So, oh, you got it there?
There's two. There's one because of the books that I have yours and the D&D Beyond one.
Okay,
I'm
so
just trying to find yours.
yeah.
There it is. Got it.
Yeah, so it's got
Got
kind
it.
of like a circle to it, and it's all multicolored gem inside. Because that looked really pretty.
The instant regret. I want it.
So it's got a lot of color to it and a bunch of like gems kind of going down the side of it. It can go with any outfit though, as far as I'm concerned.
Earrings of message.
But yeah. Nagheim's gonna like.
And I would
Kind
show
of,
it
though.
to the chat and everything like that, but I don't know copyright stuff with these images, so I don't want to chance it. Sorry guys.
So,
If you go on
Yeah,
D&D
right.
Beyond though and look up a homebrew created by Deep Seated Geek, that's me.
Nagheim is going to kind of adjust it a little on Colt. Just be like,
Oh, is it not sitting right?
there. And Colt just. And Nagheim's gonna kind of like lean in a little and but if you're gonna go all starry eyed, and then just do prestidigitation and just kind of clean up Colt's face and under eyes a little bit, you may want to wash your face first. You had a little bit of foam.
Oh, I mean,
Sorry, I didn't fully clue in right away. But it's
he's
fine.
very, very diligent with my face being dirty, so thank you.
I mean, we have to put our best looks forward, and we can't really do that while we're dirty. And Nagheim's just kind of like looked out at their arm and like at a speck of dust, and just quickly just get
Speaking
rid of
of
it.
which, bathhouse.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And you see Trixie, as stark opposition to both of you, has like a bit of like sloshed ale on her face, just goes
Right this way.
Mm,
Okay.
Yes, you would dab that. You would dab
We-
that off.
we're going for a bath, so it's not that much of a problem at this point.
Rose, we're gonna scrub up. Come on.
Okay.
I don't know.
She'd probably just do the whole like chug whatever she's drinking, slam it on the table,
And then
be
chug
like,
whoever's
"Yes."
drink is beside her
Yeah,
because they're not
and just
looking,
go.
and then bolt for the door.
Yep.
Okay, let's go. I don't know. That's
Oh my
that's
God.
as close as I can come to Rose.
I am so sad that Rose, Fred, I miss you so much because you and Trixie are bound to be the best friends when you
Oh my
come
gosh,
back.
Mhm,
But I
mhm.
digress. So you guys head a little southwest from the Wayward Pony through the resident ward towards the Opal ward, where it's a little more upscale because it's a little closer to the Margrave's Keep, which is the head of like the judicial area kind of thing. And just in between where the Opal ward and the Temple ward are, you're led down a street. And you can see there's a bunch of people who are dressed a little more refined. The cloaks are a little more, you know, to Nagheim's liking, we'll say. You do see as you turn the corner though, there is one individual who's kind of on the corner there, a little bowl out, you know, greasy matted hair that's kind of stuck to their face, just kind of begging for a little bit of change as you go by.
Nagheim's just gonna kind of look and be like, "Oh, dear." And while they're gonna place a gold in the bowl and clean up their hair real quick.
As you clean up their hair, it does part ways and it's like a little more combed back, but then it exposes their actual face, which is pockmarked and blistered and has a whole bunch of boils and everything like that. But you see this genuine smile kind of look up at you and just go, "Thank you kindly." And you see all the yellowed and cracked teeth in the mix there.
Yeah.
Oh, Cult's gonna follow suit and also put some money in the bowl.
Oh,
A
much
gold
obliged. Tamora's
Yeah.
blessing upon you all.
Oh, sorry. What was that? And Colt just takes a knee.
Oh, forgive me, forgive me. Sorry.
No. Are you worshipper?
I've been known to believe in some sorts, yes.
Seems like she's taking a bit of a luck back from you, currently.
Rightly so, mister.
Tell you what. And he digs into his jacket and he pulls out what looks like sort of like a wooden chip, or like a wooden coin, but it's made of like a heavier wood, lacquered, and it's got Timora's head on one side, and I can't remember what I wrote to put on the other side. We'll say it's a skull because that's cool. I'll retcon that later.
Sure.
If I need to. And he goes, "Flip this for me."
All right, master.
She flips it. It is heads.
That's very good. And Colt goes into his purse and takes out 500 gold. Or he doesn't take it out. He makes sure he separates 500 gold so that it's not really out in the open. He does all this under his cloak
Mm-hmm.
and then hands 500 gold in a purse to the beggar.
Thank you kindly. Thank you kindly.
She doesn't really look into the purse just yet. She's just thankful for whatever is given to her.
And Colt sort of feels like he should hurry away now. He goes, "May Timora favor you."
Blessings be.
Bless.
Thank you. Thank you.
Blessings be.
Blessings be to all of you. Thank you.
All right. Bathhouse, let's go!
And as you guys get about 15 feet away, you hear an audible an audible gasp
Grass.
from this poor person who's a little wheezing, a little coughing. You get the feeling she looked inside the bag.
Colt hurries along.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
What do I know about Tamora?
You're kind of preoccupied with some other folks, but Timora's not that obscure. So
Just like what I would know through just passing of reading through.
Oh, well, let me just skip to that section of this whole fucking thing here. You know that Timora is known as the Lady of Luck. She's often worshipped by gamblers and risk takers. She's got sisters and everything like that who are kind of the flip side, which is kind of common for most gods, where she is the Lady of Luck. Her sister, Bishaba, is the goddess of misfortune. Worshippers describe these two as enemies, but accounted histories show them to only be opposites, not opposed. And yeah,
Cool.
there's some other things, but you gotta earn
So-
that.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And I mean, if you say I was a little preoccupied,
With other gods and everything like that, yeah.
yeah, then I just wanted to know what I would know. That's
Yeah.
all.
Well, Timora, like in any kind of space within Exandria, Timora is one of the common ones and like the approved ones if you're in like some sort of like space where certain gods or goddesses are not approved. She's usually one of the mainstays.
Pretty regular god.
Yeah, I had a little different experience in this area than
You bet.
everyone else, so
For sure.
Mhm.
I guess I would know who the approved ones and I would've
Yeah,
learned
that's
that.
that's like a given. Like it's kind of like when you're learning the alphabet, you know.
Okay.
You start off, or better yet, numbers. You start off with addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and then you get onto all the other bullshit.
Yeah.
So,
Cool.
all right. So, Trixie leads you down, and you find yourself in front of just a simple door with a simple sign over top of it that says Oasis Spa. And she says,
Everybody in first.
Thank you.
Oasis Spore. Oh, by all means, Trixie. You first.
What's-
You let it
what-
here.
Oh, I thank
What's
you,
in-
good sir.
What's an oasis?
Well, you're very welcome, my good lady. Or ma'am.
So are you.
Do you prefer Monsieur or Syrah? It's a gender neutral Dragon Age thing.
Oh. I prefer Trixie.
See, the illustrious pink-haired Trixie. But this goes on for far too long.
Oh,
to
you
the
like the
point
pink?
where I love the pink.
Oh, check this out. And it turns purple. Or I could do this.
Oh my!
And it
God.
turns red. Or I could do
I
this.
consi-
And it turns
considered
yellow.
I've got yellow hair.
Ooh.
I considered something a little bit more brightly colored, but I couldn't find the dye in the time I needed it. So I go for a lemon juice now, just for the roots. He starts going into his his hair rigmarole.
"Oh, you guys
how-
have like this very quick deep dive into like hair care products and
Oh,
like how you do it."
absolutely.
An oasis,
Yes.
Viri, is a, when you're in the desert, an oasis is just an area where there's water and plantation and things like that. And in the middle of like a desert. So an oasis
Okay.
is like, can be viewed as like a sanctuary in a really rough area.
Okay, I've never been to a desert, so that makes sense, I
read
guess.
it in a book once or twice.
See, now in my readings, an oasis can also be described as a place of safety and peace
Yeah, that's what they
This is
just said.
in a world of danger.
Uh, yeah.
I
Okay.
just used more plant-based
Literal.
language.
It's
that,
the
but
literal,
yes.
the metaphorical. Both are correct. Well done, us.
Is very
Fat.
vegetation or something?
If I'm vegetation, is that what you just?
Let's all have a bath.
Let's all have a bath.
They were saying stuff about like, plants and everything. Are you part plant?
No. I just asked what.
I mean,
an
I
oasis
don't
was.
judge. If you're part plant, that's totally cool with me.
No, not that I know of.
Huh.
And like you see, she starts. She's like,
The
"Wait
deep
a minute."
contemplation.
And-
Yeah. There's that
existential
gif of that
crisis.
guy going,
Yeah.
Oh,
Or like that cat where like you like that gif
Oh my
of the
God.
cat with, like,
The-
a
the
flower
flower?
on its head and just go like
Yeah.
that's Furia right now.
Nagheim just kind of lowers their voice and goes, maybe try not to fuck with their minds too much.
To who are you saying that to?
Who am you
To
to?
Trixie.
Oh,
Be like,
Oh, did I fuck
Sometimes-
Theory?
no.
Not that I know of.
No. Let's all have a bath.
Okay. Don't fuck Very. Have a bath together. Okay, got it.
I am having too much fun.
give away 500 gold.
Hey man, I didn't make you do anything.
That was the character. And now I'm looking over my currency and I'm like,
bath,
bath.
bath.
All right, so you guys step in. As you step into the Oasis Spa, you become very aware of how loud your footfalls are as your boots clack against the smooth stone floors. The surrounding...
I'm quiet.
What's that?
Not me, I'm quiet.
The surround...
Especially you.
Yes. The surrounding walls are an assortment of sliding screens with thin, almost parchment-like coverings on each pane. With your first breath, your nose and lungs feel as though they have never known fresh air until this very moment. As you are filled with the aroma of fresh mint with hints of something powdery sweet in the background. Standing behind a bamboo desk that is tinted, in a spearmint green color, is a tall, thin individual. Long in the face with bright blue eyes. The crow's feet at the edge of his eyes indicate a long-held smile that is currently hidden between the bushiest mustache you have ever seen. And with a slight bow of the head, they acknowledge you and say,
Well, hello there, friends. Glad you stopped by. How can I make your day better?
Good evening to you, good person. We are
A
looking
warm bath.
we are looking to clean up after a long journey on the road.
Okay.
I'm just looking to relax.
Well, it's a good thing you came here. This is the perfect spot to do that.
I'm 50% more relaxed right now, just listening to your dulcet tones.
Oh, thank you kindly.
And the
All right.
smells in here, it's absolutely marvelous.
Ooh, yes. It's a mint pastel blend that I kind of make in my free time when I have it.
Oh, it's very relaxing.
I'm glad you enjoy it. So, were we looking for just a general bath, or did you want the premium service?
Do tell what is the premium service?
Oh, I guess it's the first time you've been to our establishment, huh?
Maybe.
Well, welcome once again. So, the common room soak is somewhere you can go and relax and enjoy amongst all the other guests. It's very soothing, good to wash the body and kind of cleanse the aura, as we like to say. The full service, you get a private room all to yourself. Screens divide each kind of bath. You can start off with a nice foot soak. We have some enchanted minnows that'll kind of eat away the little dirt that's kind of collected at the base of your feet before you walk into the bath itself. And then you'll have the choice of different beverages that you can sample as you're making the most of your time in our relaxing environment. And I will say the cost is a little bit more, but the common room soak is 5 silver pieces, but if you prefer the full service, it's 1 gold piece.
Full service, please. I mean, if everyone, this is on me. I've got this. Full service all around. Trixie, you're in. You're in.
Oh, you're feeling awfully generous today, Colt.
Are you sure we just met?
Yeah, but I like the look of you. You seem fun. And I really like how you laugh. That's amazing. Continue laughing.
Nagheim will just kind of lean over to Viria and just be like, I think we've pegged Colt pretty easily. I knew they'd get along.
You know, between fucking
That's like
Very
this,
and
like-
pegging Colt, I just don't know what to do.
That's my bread and butter, baby.
This is
Oh
not
my
my
God.
Twitch stream, so I don't have to keep wanting.
I mean,
Well,
Vera's
speak
down
of
if you're
that
down.
Twitter. I talked over that. What did I miss?
Viria being horny on Maine.
I said, Vera's down, Vera down. Just down to peg.
Meg, I'm here not understanding.
No. Oh, bless.
Oh god. Oh.
All right.
We're totally mature. Totally
Absolutely.
mature.
I'm not.
No.
All right.
We're talking about pegging.
Sex positive.
What kind of pegging are you? You know,
God,
have
I
our
don't
minds
know.
aren't in the gutter or anything.
Yeah. What? Shut up. You
Never.
perv. What?
Never.
No.
No.
All right.
No. Mm-mm.
End
Okay.
scene. All right.
All right, so that's 5 for the full service. Is that right?
Rex, yes, please.
Wonderful. So if you step this way, just into our change rooms, there are towels for modesty, and you can head into the next corridor, which will lead you to the private bath section.
Is there a full robe?
Not typically, but I can get you more towels so that you feel a little more comfortable.
It's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Would this help? And I'll, remove my like coat, sleeveless cloak thing and just hand it to them.
It's fine. I'll just leave my own robe. Sorry.
I imagine Nagheim looking at your cloak that's not as pristine as they like it to be, and just being like, no,
It's still dirty, dusty, and it's like certainly frayed at the hem.
It smells like
Like
earth.
Nagheim's
Chronic
everything
and
is like,
viscera.
Yeah, it
everything
smells
on
like
Nagheim is
earth
double
and like a
hand.
little mint and like cedarwood.
A little. I thought you meant like you had like a mint in your pocket, like a grandpa.
No,
Just a little lint on it.
Nagheim
Oh,
has
it's
no
salty,
smell. Like absolutely no scent on them. There's no scent. Everything
No,
is
but not
double
like
hand.
sweat salt, like sea salt.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's fine. I'll keep my own robe on.
All right.
Do it yourself. I mean, I don't see the need for like, covering up. I guess different sets
Nagheim,
of
who has
values.
never been shirtless around somebody before in their life.
Oh, they're having that first moment in the gym class with all the boys. Oh, God, I hated that.
Yep.
All right. Sure, and I'll just put my cloak back on.
All right. So if you all follow me this way, I'll lead you into your separate bath stalls and everything, so you can leave your garments and everything in one of the placeholders.
I love how Cult's undressing on the way there. Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right. So as you guys take each of your private stalls to kind of like put your stuff away, get as robed as you like to with towels, however many towels you prefer.
Their own robe.
Yeah. And then there is a path that leads you past the kind of open area where the main kind of bath is for all the public to kind of use. Past there's another door. And as you make your way through, you do get an overwhelming kind of like, yes, people are bathing. Yes, there's a little bit of like musk in the background, but for the most part, it smells very clean, very fresh. So, and the biggest thing that you're noticing is just the sheet of like moisture that has like just pelted your face as soon as you walked into the room. So if you have more than like one layer of clothing or more than a towel, you're definitely feeling the sweats a little bit. Not to put anyone on the spot, but just saying.
It has become very obvious how many layers of thin clothing Cult wears.
Mm.
Because he's got like the long sleeve shirt, the outer shirt, leather armor, and it's just slowly been coming off and being draped over his arm. He's got the pants. He's got sort of like a yoga pant underneath. It's just like tons of layers.
Nice.
Just
Just presto to clean the sweat.
Yeah. All right. So as you guys are led into the private kind of area, you have 4 stalls. It's like a half circle kind of room. And we'll use one just as an example. So if you walk straight ahead, there's two partitions, which are kind of like Japanese screens that kind of block off any kind of prying eyes from each other. And you go in there, and there is sort of like a lounger that you can sit by, and there's like a little sunken in kind of place where water just kind of trickles in from an unknown source. And should you sit there, your feet are placed into a warm soaking kind of bath, and eventually you see these little translucent fish kind of swim about and just take little tiny little bites all around your feet, just getting rid of all the kind of caked in things that you've kind of collected in your travels, walking and riding and all that kind of stuff. So that's...
And are we all separated, or is the foot bath? Okay, you guys can hear Colt giggling.
Yeah, you just hear one big like come from Fury's side.
Yeah, that's the good stuff.
As Nagheim like gets in their room, I don't know if anyone would kind of like look back, but they're gonna let down their hair, and it's gonna fall in like this natural wave, and actually fall down far past their chest, as they just go in and close the door, and then slowly take off the robe and hang it up, and not really make any noises, but you know, get comfortable.
Now I will say, you can't see each other, but you guys can feel free to speak to each other, because the top isn't covered. It's just the sidewall, so that you have some amount of privacy.
Rose or Colt would probably talk to Rose about how the fish tickle home bunch.
I won't speak for Rose, but we can all kind of imagine what her response would be.
Imaginary.
Yeah.
That's definitely what he would talk. Was like, Veery, did the fish tickle your feet too?
You didn't hear that?
I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, neither did I.
and then he goes to his earring and he goes, "Are the fish tickling your feet?"
Yeah, they're yeah, I'm kind of ticklish down there. Just don't tell anyone.
Okay.
Best purchase ever.
Try not to be a creep.
Does Colt have a foot fetish?
No.
Not where we were going at all, you big perv.
Oh my god.
There's a theme going on today, guys.
Oh, Viria is secretly a huge perv.
Nice. Welcome to the club. All right. So now that you guys have had your feet kind of pre-soaked and pre-cleaned, you can set yourselves into the bathwater. And when you do, everybody can do it at their own time. If you want to stick with the foot fetish thing, that's cool. But when you do, you step down, and immediately the water is shockingly hot as soon as you touch down into it. And as you kind of get a little more acclimated to it, you kind of sink further and further down. And you know how like it's even in the bathwater, as soon as it gets here, it's like, I can take that, the nips, and then it goes up and up and up until it's like neck level. And then you also get to that point where like you find a level of comfort where you're like, fuck it. And you go a little bit beyond and go and then back up again.
You just described me at any spa ever.
Right?
Really?
Right?
Yep.
It's almost as if I worked at one for like a good year. But yes, as you're soaking there, you are feeling yourself almost weightless because of the level of salt that is in this kind of bath and everything. You can float. And at first, because you're so accustomed to most baths where your knees are like up here all the time because they're kind of tiny for most places, this one, it lifts your body off and you're floating on top of the surface of the water, and your feet can stretch out. You can even starfish. That's how wide these kind of baths are for you guys. And
oh my gosh.
And for any who are magically inclined, you notice glyphs along the side of one side of the bath. And should you be inclined to, each one you touch lights up in a different color. And for each different color, there's a different moving sensation within the water. Sometimes it's like a whirlpool, so that your whole body floats and spins around on top of the surface. Another one, jets come up from underneath, and sort of massage your back as you're floating on top of the water. Another one dims the light specifically in your area. Another one heightens a lot of the steam so that your lungs fill up and feel like they feel great. Whatever. I can't come up with something poetic.
I love your fantasy spa, and
Thank
I
you.
want to take it home with
Yeah, I
me.
feel like this. I feel like this is your magnum opus as a massage therapist.
Oh no. This is just me vamping right now.
Well, Viria is definitely reminded of the saunas and bathhouses back home in
Mhm.
that moment.
You do
And
get the
just, you know,
feeling, yeah, you do get the feeling that this establishment tried to recreate a natural hot spring as best they could. So they try to incorporate some of the whirlpool kind of effects, obviously the heat, the aromas, and everything like that. Even the surrounding kind of architecture, it all kind of echoes to like a natural kind of thing in this unnatural man-made city.
Nagheim's not gonna press any of the buttons. They're already uncomfortable enough with the fact that water.
Mm-hmm.
But they are just gonna kind of go, and their hair's just kind of like on the water all around them, just floating. They're just gonna be like, yeah, and duck underwater, and is gonna stay there for as long as their breath can let them.
And I will say, as soon as you go under the water, there's that kind of fight or flight instinct, not only because you're not breathing, but because there's stinging across your face. Because most people, they only go about here. And then when you go underwater, especially in like a hot tub kind of situation, it is a shock to the system. So you're almost proud that you go for as long as you can underneath the water, not only because you're conquering a little bit of a water phobia kind of thing, but because you are braving the stinging, you are holding your breath, you are keeping your own. So you feel like Colt, on his best day.
And it's like just letting the feeling of their hair just be down and just flowing through the water. It's like this feeling of forgetting what they're running from, forgetting. It's like just letting it all just be put on pause. Their mind for once isn't thinking about their parents or their old home. It's not thinking whether they're being tricked or if it was all true. They're really just letting themselves get lost in the water before coming up, and everyone would kind of hear the breath, that like them actually like kind of gasping for air a bit and then just sinking back down into like the side of the bath.
Okay, is your bath too deep?
It's fine.
You can swim in it?
Yes.
All
It's fine.
right. Okay. And Colt, enjoying his bath, will have taken down the hair and is washing it. And if there's like any sort of reflective surface around, he's checking his roots. He's like, oh, I probably need a treatment sooner than later. Oh, figure something out. And just in the ear, behind the ear, just scrubbing himself so he's pink. Even the teal in his skin looks pink. He just wants to be as clean as possible. Considers shaving again.
I will say, at the moment you think to shave again, you look just outside and you see that there are different bowls with different colored of finely granulated salts. So there are different versions, like the thinner kind can get real deep into the pores, the thicker kind can get some of the callous kind of skin off you a little bit. So they're all for like scrubbing and everything like that and getting yourself nice and clean.
Oh, all about that. Does his feet for a really long time.
There's a pumice stone. We'll say that.
Oh yeah.
I know some things.
Just some.
Just
But
some.
then after he's done and his feet are all soft, he goes, "Oh, worked really hard to get my feet tough. Ah, fuck it."
And it's about that point when everybody's kind of done away with like all the cleaning and maintenance kind of stuff, and some are already diving into the more relaxation mode. You hear the voice.
All right, not to interrupt your fine relaxation time or anything like that, and not to rush anybody, but if anyone is wanting a beverage of choice, by all means, just let me know.
Wine.
Fine as well. I'm gonna go white.
Whichever.
Fair enough.
What are our options?
Is there anything you prefer?
And you just hear like bubbling from over like on Viri's side because she like definitely activated the glyph that has like the hardest and like most turbulent setting.
Sorry, my mind wandered there.
We're all pervs tonight. If that's what, unless I'm the only perv. Anyway,
Not anymore. The entire internet is on point with all of us here.
well, I words are hard right now.
Yeah.
They are.
Well, I'd go with anything cold and alcoholic, really. It's, like
I'll tell you
refreshing,
what.
'cause, yeah.
What's your favorite color?
It's like orange, copper, like vermilion kind of deal. Like think of sunset. I don't know.
I've got the perfect thing in mind.
All right.
Do you have like slices of citrus and maybe blueberries or strawberries you can dump in the wine?
Oh, that sounds appealing. I'll make it happen.
It's like a white wine sangria sort of idea. You don't have to do too much special. Just a strawberry and a couple blueberries. People will go nuts for it. Pay triple
Ooh.
what it's worth.
That sounds very nice.
So
I
I've-
might have one of those tonight myself.
So I've heard.
Anyone
Regular
else?
wine.
And I imagine at some point Rose does perk up and she orders probably like 2 meads, 1 wine, 1 pina colada, something else as well, and just this treasure trove of like alcoholic drinks to sample from or consume all in one go.
Do you have a charcuterie?
And then eventually, after hearing all of things that Rose lists off, you hear a quiet little voice go,
Make that 2.
Okay, so I have all the orders.
Trixie, I'm only paying for the bath. You have to cover your own food bill.
Excellent.
Okay, I'll be back in a jiff.
Marvelous. I was thinking, I wonder if you can see my drawing.
heck yeah, I was just going to say that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for hanging out with us. Hope you're as relaxed and having a good time as all my players are right now. But we're going to take a 5-minute break and we will be back in a jiff. Okay, bye. Hey,
Praise the
one
sun.
technical difficulty avoided again. Yes, love it. All right. So
Praise the sun.
we are back. We are enjoying beverages in this lovely spa space.
Cheers.
Rose, among everybody, is having the time of her life.
Good for her.
Yep.
She deserves it.
Exactly.
Carrying all of us by being just the happiest person.
Yes.
The
Well,
happiest person.
It's kind of there's lock and step between who's the happiest between Rose and Trixie right about now. But you know,
Yeah, but Trixie's new, so she doesn't count.
this is
Doesn't
true.
have the background of Rose's laughter and joy of murder.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, you know, she deserves to relax carrying the happy emotion.
There you go.
She just carries all of us on her back.
As we all just imagine that for a quick second.
This feels normal now. It's like,
I just picture one of us just being grumpy and Rose being like, nope, throwing us over her shoulder and being like, you're happy now. Like,
It's accurate. It's very accurate. All right.
Cult froze.
Oh.
Oh, you're back?
Oh,
Can you
Maybe.
just
You're frozen.
Cult's very robotic right about now. There we go. I
Yeah,
think
you're back.
God damn it.
Kind of robot.
Okay, sorry.
your internet is
You-
laggy.
you
It
were
does
all
not like you
freezing for me,
tonight.
and now I'm freezing. It's not good.
Oh no, that's an unfortunate freeze.
Good.
It's all
It's
good.
usually pretty good on Sunday.
Psst,
No worries.
put music in general.
Oh shoot, did I?
Mhm.
Hang on a tick, folks.
Just so you know. I was like, why am I getting notifications?
Anyhow,
Discord
Let's turn
started
that
sending me
again.
emails every time I get a notification now, and I don't know how to turn it off.
There we go.
ooh,
So I just have like 30 fucking emails every 5 seconds. I'm in 20 million Discords.
Well, sorry if it was ever me. Anyway,
Well, me now it was, but it's fine. Say
Cool.
goodnight.
so all of you get to a point where you're kind of just floating there and you're like, I think I'm done. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
I would like a quick sorry. I would like a
quick
quick
sorry?
moment with Albert.
Okay.
Albert would be like, like a duck. Not an actual duck, but you know how like ducks just kind of like float on the water and just slowly paddle through.
Mm-hmm.
Would just be doing that around Nagheim. Every so often kind of giving them like a glance of, really? Really? It's water. Calm down. But Nagheim would kind of like at one point just tilt their head and follow Albert moving. Just be like, not letting this go. Sorry.
Albert finally says Gesundheit. No.
it's precious.
And Nagheim's gonna be like, I know my early days are fuzzy, but I will know. But if you are connected to Shar in any way, I'm going to be looking for see if there's maybe somewhere here that worship her. So if you know, you can tell me. I won't be upset at you for not really talking to me much. But if you still want to not talk, just want to let you know what I'm doing. You know, you kind of are my only friend. And just kind of, well, only close friend, I guess now. Kind of got 3 others. And Nightcap's just gonna kind of like grin to themselves and look up at the ceiling again before finally getting out and putting the towel on, putting the robe on, drying their hair, and then putting it back up in the bun.
Okay. So eventually, all of you find your way one after another, meeting back in the front foyer, as it were.
Okay. How was everybody's time?
Oh, it was marvelous.
Hmm.
I really enjoyed that. I will recommend this place. Absolutely. You
Oh.
get a 4 stars out of 4.
Ooh.
He's left his hair down to dry. He didn't really,
Oh,
he just did a quick
let me-
towel dry and just has left it down and it just goes to about here.
Let me just. Nagheim will start just drying Colt's hair.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was
No, it's,
lovely,
I
thank
kind
you.
of like it wet and it's nice enough that, okay. Are you gonna braid it for me too? I've never got a handle on braiding.
Yeah, I could probably braid it.
Oh.
And as soon
We're
as
gonna dry up
most of
all
you
curly.
are all congregated up in front, the last person to come out is Rose, who by some miracle forgot to towel off first, so all of her clothes are like wet, stuck to her a little bit, and she's just like,
Oh, that's monstrous.
where to next?
That's monstrous. No, that's a hard no for me. Putting your clothes on when you're still wet, Rose. Why? It's canon now.
Cannon.
It looks
You know
very
what?
uncomfortable.
I'm gonna let her have this.
Yeah.
Let her have this.
Oh no, I'm clean. I'm relaxed. I
Wasn't that good?
what
That was
time is
so
it
good.
about? Trixie, you had a good time.
Okay.
I've got my hair braided.
Ooh, looks good. Who did that?
Thank you. Not kind. That was Albert. It's a raven that kind of barks like a dog. It's pretty interesting.
Huh.
He just does what he wants, honestly. Everyone says wizards have full control over their familiars. And like Nagheim just shoots darts towards Albert on their shoulder and is like, most do.
Yeah, that raven's pretty autonomous.
Huh.
Keeps things interesting.
Cool.
Yeah, believe it or not, I just learned how to braid hair. I mean,
Good
I knew how to
job.
do it. Basic math, really.
Well, I'm hungry.
I was about to say we should get ourselves a meal.
Yeah, I know. 5 places, 2 are shit, 3 are good. You want shit or good?
Oh shit! Obviously.
Okay,
Good.
cool.
No, I'm kidding. Good,
Good.
please. Good.
Okay. I mean, it's shit, but in a good shit. You know, like the good shit you want to get like when you're nice and like turned up, and you're just like, I need something greasy and like in my stomach. But the good stuff is like, you know, kind of prime rib kind of stuff. So it kind of depends on like what you want to spend. Like if you want to drop a buttload of money, or if you want to drop a little bit of money, it doesn't really matter. I mean, this is just the second of like a bunch of places that we're going to tonight, so it's totally your choice.
Trixie, do you know a good dive? Like a good dive pub bar?
Yes,
Anywhere we can get good alcohol, I think.
yes.
Absolutely.
I
Well,
am just
lead
here
the
for the
way.
ride.
Awesome.
Yeah,
All right,
we
follow
know
me.
you have a two wine limit.
I had another drink. It was really strong. I don't remember what it was called though, but it was really strong. That's what did me in.
All right. Well, on that happy note, so you guys head into, we'll say just behind the market ward. If you look,
Nagheim will leave 2 gold on the counter.
for sure.
Oh yeah.
I don't know who
paid.
paid for drinks, but Nagheim puts 2 gold towards it.
I believe.
I mean, Viria would cover her own.
Yeah.
So no need for that.
No, everybody gets their own like kind of tab thing. I think Cult paid for like the first like entry fee and like the complimentary drink that was included in there. Everything above that, whatever.
Oh.
I'd say like a silver piece for however many extra drinks you had.
Okay, I didn't have any extras. So
Yeah.
There you go.
Nagheim's like 2 gold probably covers most of it. So,
Well, thank you kindly. I appreciate that.
of course.
Well, I hope you all enjoyed your stay at my fine establishment, and please enjoy yourselves.
And you have a very good night.
Thank you.
All right, so Trixie leads you guys out from. Oh shit! I forget where I said it was. Oh, it was in the Opal Ward, between the Opal and the Temple Ward. So we'll say somewhere around here. That looks like a good spot. That's where the Oasis is. So she is going to lead you guys back to about here, just short of where you first met her at Tricks and Treats there. And she takes you into a dive bar. It's got your typical kind of like smoky atmosphere, lantern lights above a bunch of tables. There are some booth tables still available if you guys want to grab one of those. They've got some like leather seating and everything like that. It's kind of like a half crescent moon kind of thing where you can all just kind of bunch in.
Booth.
Nailed it.
While they're walking through the streets, Colt puts his hat back on.
His hat?
And
Okay.
then, yeah, just when they're out and about, the hat's always on.
Mm-hmm. Cool. All right. So you get in there. Everybody saddles into the booth. I'll let you arrange yourselves however you want to sit beside each other. That's totally cool. Trixie kind of like jumps into the seat automatically. So she is in the middle of all of you guys. So she can have conversations with anyone she chooses. So she's not just on the outskirts looking at everybody. And yeah, the waitress comes over. Hello. What can I get for you today?
Do you have a special?
Oh, we do. Tonight it is melted cheeses with chunky tomato broth. Sort of like grilled cheese, but with a little bit of pickles and bacon inside of it as well. All melted down with a buttery kind of outside. And
Yeah, I'm making that tonight in real life.
I will send you the recipe.
That's awesome.
So that's
Colt
one.
would have tried to sit beside Fury.
Fair enough.
Like, if everyone's
I'll
getting
allow
into
it. I mean, Viria would definitely go for the, opposite of Trixie, doing the whole, like, I'm sitting off the side, not having much of a conversation with anyone.
So I'll imagine on one side it's Trixie Cult Viri or Trixie Viri Cult.
Trixie called Viri would
Got it.
be the most likely arrangement.
Like, if everyone's in the booth, Nagheim has pulled up a chair to, like, kind of sit outside of the booth.
Fair
I
enough.
can imagine Rose would not put up with that. Just, come sit with me.
Yeah. And Rose is like, I'll imagine that Rose is like snuggled up as close to Trixie as she possibly can be.
Most likely.
Yeah.
Well, I will take definitely one of those, and I will have a bourbon, please.
Okay.
A salad and wine, please.
Saddle and wine. Okay. I totally forget the accent I gave this character, so now it's just me. So,
I'll
anyone else?
have stew and stout.
Stew and stout. Don't have a stew, but I do have a seafood boulbe. I don't know how you say that properly. It's clams, cod, mussels, onions, garlic, spices, wine, and tomato sauce, all kind of mixed up together.
That doesn't go very well with stout now, does it?
Goes good with wine.
I'll actually take that.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
What do you have that's good with stout?
We have knucklehead trout, and it's trout baked and breaded with paprika, saffron, salt, and pepper. Comes
I'll
with a
have
side of
that.
skillet fried potatoes. Hey.
I'll have that.
And
Anything
Rose.
breaded goes with a stout.
Fish and chips,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
What do we think? You know what? No. I was going to
Rose
ask you
gets
guys
some
what Rose
food.
gets. I know what Rose is getting. Rose is getting bangers and
Food.
smash, 2 helpings of it, which is couple pounds of small red Yukon Gold creamed potatoes, olive oil, kosher salt, 2 leeks, fresh cut pork sausages, and cherry tomatoes all mashed up together.
We're gonna have to make an oddities cookbook.
Actually, we don't, because it's called D&D Cookbook.
Oh, well, there you
Love.
go.
And when we go on our camping trip, it's the only book I'm bringing with me.
Yay.
Right on. All right, so that's 1 melted cheese and chunky tomato, 1 seafood boulbe, I don't know how to say that correctly, 1 knucklehead trout with skillet fried potatoes, 1 bangers and smash. I think Trixie is gonna get she's probably gonna do the melted cheese thing too. So melted cheese is 5 copper, knucklehead trout with potatoes is 9 copper, Seafood is 8 copper, and the bangers and smash 2 helpings, that's 10 copper. And
How much
then
is a glass of wine?
glass of wine is, well, it's fire wine, so it's, oh no, dry wine, 2 silver pieces. There was 1 stout, which is 4 copper pieces. Cult, you said whiskey?
Bourbon whiskey,
Bourbon?
whatever.
Okay,
Either
1
or.
silver piece.
Nagheim will pay like 3 silver,
Okay.
but also pass 2 gold and be like, could I get the change for this 2 gold, please?
Sure, what denominations?
Just in silver.
Coming right up.
So that would be 20 silver.
And we
Again,
will say Rose probably gets what? What does Rose like to drink? I don't remember.
Probably
Beer.
like a
Alcohol.
cocktail.
Ale.
Pina
Yeah,
coladas and
alcohol.
an ale. Yeah,
alcohol.
got it. All right, so the drinks come out first. You all get yours. Trixie gets some concoction that's actually made within a pineapple, and it's got shreds of coconut all over top of it. And there's a little parasol off one way and a straw that kind of woo, all the way around because it's fun.
Love it. Loves it. She is just living.
Mm-hmm. So as she takes one great big gulp,
I have no more air. First up's a doozy. So,
Yes.
Sip.
cheers!
To our first night in West Run. Well done, us.
So where are you guys from?
All over? I
Overseas.
think.
Like where?
South, mostly.
Well,
Where you from, Trixie? You're like,
Uh,
you've got like the horns and not to comment on your appearance,
Yeah.
but and the color changing hair,
it-
is that like a
Is it
magic
weird? Should I
thing?
change it? Should I hide
Nope,
the horns?
I won't.
could you make your hair
Oh,
bright blue?
You're fine.
Sure.
Like sky blue?
How's that?
I really love sky blue. It's so beautiful. My favorite color.
It's your favorite color.
Oh, of course. It's just reminds me of freedom.
Hmm.
And just the openness. By the way, I forgot to ask, what city or town did Nagheim end up stuck in?
oh, I'll tell you later. Or do you want to bring it up now? Is that what you're asking?
Just to answer the question.
Oh, okay. You lived just outside of Turst Fields.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I had a feeling.
Mhm.
Cool.
Yeah. Turst Fields is its own kind of like hamlet kind of village, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And so there's a bunch of farming communities outside of it. And you were living in sort of like, I want to say like your own private little hobbit hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I'm sorry, did someone ask something? I was mid-drink and I got a little kind of lightheaded for a second there.
I'm just wondering where you're from.
Oh, well, I'm
She looks around real quick just to make sure that like no one's actually like listening in.
I'm from the Feywild. So yeah.
Fascinating. I've always wanted to go.
Oh well,
I've read so much about it.
I mean, you were just there.
Your shop?
Wait, what is the Feywild?
That is fascinating.
The Feywild, well, it's kind of like man, I mean, it's just home to me. But I mean, it looks a lot like the forests that are kind of like outside of the city, but it's like all over the place.
Brighter.
Yeah,
And more colorful. I
yeah.
have read so much about this.
Uh-huh.
There are creatures you would expect it to be like what you're used to, but the way it acts is
Like me.
beyond and more. You would expect a frog to hop and it can fly. You expect depending on the creature.
Sure, yeah.
But sometimes things that you assume is the way it acts, it's completely different. And it's
And where is that exactly?
Well, it's kind of like slideways to what do they call
here
this?
and
This is the more
there.
yeah. This is the material plane. So the Feywild is like its own kind of thing. There's all sorts of like different planes of existence and everything like that, and they're all kind of like stacked up on top of each other. It's kind of weird, but yeah.
It's fascinating.
Would I know about the concept of planes, or is
Mm,
it like a total unknown?
if you did, I'd say it probably wasn't of importance to you or of interest at the time. Is that fair?
Okay, so it's one of those plane things I read about like years ago.
Uh-huh.
Is that it?
I don't know which one.
So are you asking me
Which
or
one
are
did
you
you
asking
read about?
Trixie?
Trixie. Sorry, that was
Uh,
asking her.
Kind of depends. What'd you read?
Well, I guess the typical history books kids learn.
Oh, okay, so like fire plane,
Growing
water
up.
plane, airplane. Well, not airplane. Not like that doesn't exist.
What's an
The water plane. Yeah. And
Yeah, stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know there are like different, like dimensions, but
Albert is a
Albert.
barky one, isn't he?
Albert. But
I mean,
Okay,
even
so
Albert
it's one
apparently
of
is from
those.
a different kind of plane of existence in a way. So
Okay.
Don't
Huh.
even know where Albert is from.
neither do I.
Albert.
And everybody,
Okay.
you're from this plane of existence thing.
Yes.
I would assume so.
Cool. I mean, I like it here. It's kind of fun. Yeah.
Yeah. There's not much to say beyond that.
From Singorn.
Singorn.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the Elvish place, right? It's kind of like down below here, yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
South.
down below. Yeah. Ah, that's cool.
Yep.
What's it like there?
It's beautiful. It's remarkable, actually.
Huh.
Colt seems really weird right now about just saying where he was from.
Hmm?
Oh, so
Yeah.
that's what you meant by down south. This
South
is assuming
traveled
Viria has any kind of like notion of direction, by the way. But
south. When you're looking at a map, it's down. But there was some traveling with the family. But
Sorry.
Singorn's mainly been it for most of my life.
is your family also from there?
Some of them,
Okay.
Somebody spell Singorn for for nighttime.
It's isn't it Syngorn?
Yes.
yes.
Thanks.
You're
I
welcome.
have the map
Sorry.
too, right?
Sorry.
Right.
Harry had to pee.
Oh,
And by Harry I mean Albert.
oh.
Works for
Very
me.
polite, Raven. Very
Yeah.
polite.
Well, I guess, that's... So, how long have you been away from home, Colt?
Me?
You seem pretty
Uh,
set up back where we all met.
yeah. I've been away for like a year, I guess. Maybe 6 months. Well, like 6 months.
I'd say between probably crawling up to a year by now, between the time that you were in one place
Yeah.
and then where they found you. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, roughly a year of. I mean, I liked Trina, but I mean this job sort of fell in my lap. So become quite fond of you, and it's just kind of what I wanted. So to have a partners and getting moving my way up in you know pulling self up from bootstraps and whatnot, building like they say, and he just starts rambling with like just cliches. It's like, yeah, you work in a
Every single
kitchen,
one of
start
them
washing the dishes before you can
goes
even
over
touch the
Nagheim's
food, and it's just blah 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 blah.
And while Nagheim is looking like it's just washing over him, Trixie is hanging on every word like,
exam.
I feel
Yep.
you.
You know
Yeah.
what this means? An extra point of inspiration.
did I fuck up?
It's all right.
I didn't even realize. God
Yeah.
damn it, I'm so sorry.
Good.
I thought I was doing
Uh,
so good.
Okay. So 2.
You say that and I hear just two.
Ah.
Can I insight check cult?
Sure. On what? For what?
Well, because I mean, Chuck said he was rambling at this point, like throwing out cliches. I'm like, does Furia catch on to that?
Okay.
Okay, I'll roll.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Insight. My yeah, that. Oh, okay, that's not. 18.
18. Cult, are you telling the truth or are you being deceptive?
Well, I will roll one of those options, and that's an 11. Cult's being kind of like
So
talking around something.
Mhm.
He's definitely not being very upfront.
So the reason I ask that is because Viria would definitely catch on to Cold, kind of like dodging the truth, but she doesn't like pry. Like she knows there's like something going on there because she kind of like recognizes that, in herself a bit. But
Whatever do you
She-
mean?
I don't know, fighter, not a warlock. But yeah, so that's why I'm asking. I'm like, okay, so she catches on that there's like, a little bit of deceit going on there, but she doesn't actually act out on that and like ask any further questions.
Right on.
Mhm.
Wow.
Nagheim, just to clarify, you were asking about where you're from. Is that something you say to the group or just for your own personal clarification?
Well, I was gonna be bringing it up.
Okay,
being
knock
like,
yourself out.
well, if we're all being a little more open, I'm from Trustfield. Well, not from. I grew up there. So
Wait, I don't know if I know where that is.
Oh, it's just outside here. So if you take, where are we? Fuck, we're right there. Okay. So if you go east, you head out for like a few kilometers there. It's like the connecting city before you go on further east.
Oh, we literally just passed it.
Oh, cool. Oh, did you visit home?
Why didn't you mention?
um,
Did you not want to?
I had just so recently left. There
Oh,
was
yeah.
no reason for me to pop into my mother.
Cold gives Nagheim a knowing look. It's okay, I get it. Yep. Yep.
Trixie
Oh,
looks
I
at
understand.
Cult's expression and she turns to Nagheim and gives the same kind of head nod, like, yeah, I have no idea what I'm agreeing to.
It's fine. We'll end up there eventually.
Will we?
I mean, what are the chances that we don't?
I mean,
Well, I'm not heading there at all, so
sure you aren't.
Sure you are.
what?
Sure you aren't.
Why?
No, Nagheim and
Huh?
show
Why?
another knowing look.
Why are you all saying that?
You're gonna stick around. You like us
I'm
too
like
much.
halfway through their glass and like slowly showing signs of being a little tipsy, and is like, "We know you're a bit of a softie. It's okay. Like, it just takes you more time to warm up. You put on this act of I'm gonna leave, but it's okay. We'll all
Well-
get into some mess together again."
I'll admit I don't hate you, but it'll all depend on what the maps I found.
Doesn't hate us. Look.
I think she might even like us. And I mean, where are you going to be able to find another companion as good looking as I am?
They have a point.
Nagheim just has a moment of just like, bitch.
Why you specifically?
Like just that look of. But it's fine. Let's it go. Like, let's it go. Sorry.
Come on, you'll stick around. What else are you
We'll
doing?
see.
Plus,
We'll see.
It's
Who
proven very
else?
profitable. We seem to have a lot of fun.
Nighttime's gonna like do a little swirl with their hands, and their raven feather quill is gonna appear in their hand. They're just gonna like kind of point it towards Viri and just like, besides, you're looking for something.
Totally.
It's better.
And
to
she
go with
whips
the
her
group.
hand around and gets a peacock feather and does the same thing that Nagheim is doing.
Yeah, you're looking for. Yeah, looking.
You're
She's
looking
got like two feathers like pointing at her at this point, and she's just like, yeah.
It's better to go in a group, and the quill will disappear, and Nagheim's like,
Well, I don't.
Yeah.
I mean,
always
what I'm
works.
looking for is my business. And I don't expect anyone to, I'm not forcing anyone to come along. So
I
No,
mean,
we're
we might be-
volunteering.
Totally.
See?
Like, I'm just like, the regret just comes over Nagheim's face for a second. It's like, don't you have to stay for your shop?
Oh shit. Yeah.
We'll visit.
We'll
But-
visit.
Totally.
The rest of us are volunteering,
we'll see.
mostly.
Excuse me.
Hi, Tally.
Oh, Tally's back.
Yep.
And besides,
His
I think a certain somebody in our group likes you. And Nagheim's just gonna point
But who?
to Albert. Nagheim's just gonna point to Albert, who's just gonna like literally just be looking so disappointed in Nagheim at this moment. Like, if a bird could be like, "You dumbass," that is Albert. Nagheim's
Sorry, I'm
like,
just looking at Chuck's like.
I honestly didn't realize that's what you were doing. I'm gonna have to watch the replay now.
That's good.
Nagheim's gonna be like, "Yeah, Albert likes you. Isn't that right, Albert?" And like almost
Does-
like throw them off their shoulders, so he like flutters over to like Viri and like sits beside her on
Yeah.
the table while glaring at Nagheim.
Albert gets the wrong message and Albert flies off to the rafters at this point.
Probably,
Yeah.
honestly.
I'm not sure he's as convinced as you are.
We talk all the time. He is always talking.
It's true. I hear constant talking.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear the bird talk. Colt?
No, I had Nagheim talking to the bird when we were in the baths.
Oh.
Nagheim just has
Oh.
that pause of like panic. Like,
Oh, that's. I mean, I was. Yeah, I had the glyphs set up to like a pretty high kind
What?
of input,
Glyphs?
so that's
They are so good, right?
probably why I didn't hear that. Yeah, that was pretty
I
good.
heard a lot of like. I thought you were blowing bubbles. I suppose you weren't.
I may also have been doing that, but it was
Guilty.
mostly the bath.
Yeah. Plus, when you angle it right, you can get like between your butt cheeks, and it just feels like, oh my god.
It's like they flap, right?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yep.
I'm
Gets are real clean too. Yeah.
going to take a moment.
Uh-huh.
And Nagheim will kind of push off from the table. Like, I will be right back. And it's gonna head towards the door.
Okay.
Mm,
I just need some fresh air.
Okay,
And-
be careful. You're looking, you're one glass in. So
I'll be fine.
So you head
Albert
outside.
will fly, like, guide off down and follow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I need to be careful about what I talk about out loud. I want to look, and just for a little bit while people are passing by, see if I can see anybody who might have something that resembles, like, the symbol of Shar hidden amongst them, or along, like, on them somewhere. Very inconspicuous.
Make a perception check.
I'll roll on line.
Ooh,
A 22.
nice. So, where you guys are, where did I put you guys? Shit. Oh yeah, it's just by Trixie's place.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So where you guys are, you look up one side of the street, and in this area, you do see where the lines kind of blur between some folks who are hard on their luck and the people who have an assortment of wealth. And they kind of intermingle, keeping their distance and everything. You do see some people who wear loud and proud, they're kind of religious artifacts and everything like that. But for the most part, just like we were talking about with Timora, it's usually the ones that are common, most worship kind of thing. So if it's anything that's a little more, I don't think secretive is the right word, but something that isn't very flashy amongst the populace, it's kept, yeah,
Yeah.
it's a little more low-key.
If it's like, you know how Nagheim has their cane and it has the symbol on it, but
Mhm.
for most people would look at it and be like, oh, it's a decorative cane.
But those who know, know.
will know.
Yeah.
So it's just looking for little nuances like that with people walking by.
Mhm. You don't catch anything symbology or anything like that towards what you're looking for. I will say you do see two things. You see back from the way you came, just around the corner, you can see the same beggar woman just kind of sitting there. Her hair looks still as good as you placed it. So you see her still begging. And just for a blip, you swear you saw someone in a dark cloak. And then they're gone.
I'm gonna regret this. I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna walk towards where I saw
Okay.
the person.
So you walk. Actually, it'd be the beggar woman is there, and you saw them kind of duck around, heading back towards the center of the Opal Ward there.
Okay. As I'm walking away, I'm going to send a message to whoever out of our group is closest. Like, I'm going to send in the direction I know they are.
Okay.
I don't remember. I think Viri would be the closest to me.
Sure.
And I'm just going to send a message saying, I saw a cloaked figure. I'm going after it.
reply to this message.
And
You can.
you can.
Well, would I know that?
Have you ever done that before with each other?
I don't think. I will. But
Yura most certainly doesn't know that spell, so.
I would also send, like, I went out and to, like, the right or wherever. So if people they want to follow, they can.
Well, left,
Wait.
but you know.
The left. Yeah, I went out and to the left.
Gotcha.
I was planning on doing this when there was a pause. Is that Colt's been now fooling around with his earring
Mm-hmm.
and like goofing around with Viri as much as Viri can goof around, going, "What is it? But I've got a crush on you. I wanna comb your hair with my beak. Oh," and just being an idiot, like
He actually thinks this is amusing.
No,
Nice.
I
that's
love
what's
it.
kind of going on
It's
at
so
that moment.
weird. Like, why would a bird have a crush on me?
And in that moment, you're like,
Like,
wow,
so weird.
man, Albert sounds a lot like Nagheim. That's crazy.
Well, okay, and then I'm sorry, I'm also like readjusting my glasses and my headphones as I say this. I just go like
Make an intelligence roll real quick.
my very best stat.
Oh no, I might have
And
killed
by that I
myself.
mean this is my worst
Uh-huh.
one, so 6.
6.
Yeah, 6.
So whatever
that's 6 plus 0.
yeah, whatever commentary you were having about the whole Albert crush kind of chatter that's going on in your head, and then Nagheim gives you this information, and you just keep on going. And Nagheim, what you receive as your reply message is whatever conversation she is already having in
Uh-oh.
the bar.
I was about to do something else, but you know, the dice have spoken. So.
Derp. Hate to take that from you, but yep.
Yep. Okay. I'm still like,
Sorry, Nag.
no. I didn't want to like. I mostly was doing it because I didn't want to like take all of the time away from everyone. But I really, I need to know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I-
By all means, let's
Like
follow it.
Nagheim is the
Red.
type that like they need to know.
Well, if you need to
Well,
know, let's go.
Yeah, they are. They kind of just go. Albert.
It's so weird. I just keep on hearing Nagheim's
Um,
voice in my head. But
My impressions are very good.
if anything happens, get them. And it's gonna, but still keeping their limp on as they usually do, but kind of like leaning into it a little more than normal to kind of, I guess, appear more weaker than they are. And is going to head off after. But Albert is going to kind of open up their wings and fall back and like let the wind take them back, and is going to kind of go from building to building and stay a lot more hidden.
Mhm.
Where if they need to, it's a lot easier for them to quickly take off and seem more like, I don't know how much this person has seen of me, but you know, seem more like a bird just taking off in a commotion. So Albert's no longer physically with Nagheim. They're just keeping an eye on as a failsafe.
Yeah.
And Nagheim is like, I'm finding this person. Because it could be what they want.
Hmm.
You know? Could be a sign. So, yeah.
All right.
I'm so panicked right now.
So as you come,
Albert also really thinks that your eyes are super pretty, and they look like the ocean on a really clear day.
at that point, Rose kind of leaves over across Trixie to speak at Cult's face. She doesn't know how the earrings work just yet, so she's speaking directly at your face. And you smell like the ocean sometimes, and even though you say you don't snort, you kind of do, but it's kind of nice as well. I don't mind it, and I like that you like the same candy as me. Okay, bye.
I live for this.
We miss you, Fred, so much.
Oh, friend.
So, as you reach this corner, you give a very nonchalant look around, and the begging woman that was sitting in the corner there acknowledges you, recognizes you from, she points at her hair. She's like, oh, that's great. Thank you. That kind of gesture. Keeps on begging. And you move to the left where you saw the gentleman, person, cloaked figure go. Make another perception check.
I do inspiration.
Yep.
Mhm.
I know. A 19.
Okay. You don't see anyone down this roadway. There are a few individuals, no one wearing a cloak. No one looks like they're out of breath having taken off a cloak. Nothing suspicious. But that street does lead into a very open market kind of center in the Opal Ward.
I'll just kind of... Like, I'm just gonna have that moment of, this is so stupid. But then it's gonna kind of be like, but what if the answer is there? And just keep going.
Okay. You reach the open section of the Opal Ward. People sporadically all over the place. There's one person who's playing an acoustic guitar, just serenading to people, floating dancing lights around them as they do. You see a group of young girls kind of chittering to themselves and pointing over at like a group of young boys who are kind of like trying not to pay attention, but they're definitely flexing. You see a couple of carts that are finally packing it in for the night and going away. Make another perception check.
Oh, God. I'm gonna re-roll with with an inspiration. A bit better, dirty 20.
Mm-hmm. Better than a natural one, so I'll give you that. And you look across the way. But you don't see anything resembling a black cloak. Wow, the music just cut off at the perfect time.
Yeah.
We've had some pretty good musical cues.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Nagheim's gonna kind of lean up against the wall, their head back, and just kind of look, I guess, at the roof of the buildings across the way, just kind of like... Shouldn't have gotten my hopes up. Should not have gotten my hopes up. Just take a deep breath and slowly start heading back to the...
And as you turn around, you feel a knife in your gut.
Nice.
I'm totally kidding.
I was like,
Chuck's face though, it was worth it.
So good. Would have been so good.
I'm like, he's gonna go, just kidding. And then he waited that half second too
Yep.
long that I'm like, oh, he really did it.
I'm a master of the half second, especially when I know you're in the room. Oh yeah. Get you every time.
Always.
All right, so you head back to we didn't even give this place a name. The Bread and Biscuits. Fuck it. That's what it's called.
Okay.
Yeah. So you head back to the Bread and Biscuits where your group has another round already served up. And
They
they've
won't go inside yet.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
They'll just kind of sit outside, and a little defeated, and
Okay.
just sit there for a bit.
No worries. What's happening inside now?
Well, I'm thinking the cavalcade of compliments is probably just lessened, not to be super obvious, but you know, just
Excuse me.
Trixie. That was good.
A little bit came up. I'm not gonna lie.
Maybe you should. Do you want some water?
Maybe water. Yeah.
Nah, I'm good. I've had more. You're pretty. Next round's on me.
Wait. Who?
Yay!
So Colt, I never took you for the devout type. What was
Well, I mean,
that all about?
with Timora, it's pretty easy to be devout. Like, when you kind of rely on, you know, your instinct and, you know, basically taking initiative. It always helps to just, like, give a little whisper upstairs and, you know, appreciates the luck of the draw. That's why sometimes I like to flip a coin, see where fate takes me. I always assume it's going to be in somewhere good, but like, and he pulls out the wooden coin, and he just sort of like flips it sort of in his fingers. But he's not very good at like the coin flipping thing, like or the dancing coin along the knuckles, and it drops a couple times, and he tries to do it, and he's just like, I mean, like you can see, it's not sometimes not all good, but sometimes it takes you where you need to be.
Well,
You can give up
I
a
never.
fortune and try standing to find out a little bit more about yourself and where you're supposed to be in life.
It's interesting. I never really saw religion that way. So
Yeah, I mean, I don't wear weird clothes or anything. Not that the weird clothes. I don't have to go to church really or worship at a specific spot. She's more everywhere. And
well, I assume that would be like most gods. No.
yeah, some are a little bit more pomp and circumstance, but and have like buildings. Tamor is not really that strict. It's pretty easy actually.
Okay. Well, good for you. I was
Yeah.
just curious. Sorry.
Oh no, it's absolutely fine. It's I mean, I don't tell people to worship it, but it's a good relationship we have. She doesn't boss me about. Gives me a helping hand when I need it.
More like, yeah, like a push in the right direction.
Yeah.
I
For
guess.
example, if I flip this coin, you call it in the air. I don't know how to do this mechanically. I kind of want to use a luck point to demonstrate how that's how he has his luck is he worships Timora. And I kind of wanted to use that mechanically. I don't know how that would work.
I'll say this.
He'd have to fail and it's 50-50. So if he succeeds, it's just like, okay, this was a
I'll say
road
if
for that.
you say, and I can use Timora's luck to call it, and if you turn to yourself and see it's not the one luck point, oh, it turns over to the right one.
Okay. We do that.
Did you grab that? Did you get that, Ari?
Not sure if I did.
Yeah, I'm
well,
not sure if I did either, but I'll just
Uh,
go with it. It's fine. I'm just
Oh, I bet you. I can pray to Timora and I can get my dagger in this same spot, and he takes the dagger and makes a little indentation in the table and then puts the blade across the top of his hand.
Oh, you
bet I
cut
can
the
flip-
table.
But it's a dive. It's got V plus P and then a bunch of letters in a big heart. The letters from P and etc. go all the way out of the heart. So
Huh.
people have put daggers on this table before.
Ah.
She
So-
grabs the dagger and starts chiseling away on the table as you're talking
I'm
now.
like V plus P. Is that like Vexalia plus Percy?
It 100% is.
Wow.
Nice. I got
It's also not
I'm so
canon
happy about
because
that.
they haven't met yet.
Oh yeah, no, exactly.
And I was
They're-
thinking
they're
a
all- they're
totally
all
different
children at this
P and
point.
V, and I'm
Yeah,
so
same.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
Same.
Piss and vinegar.
Well, now two of them.
Yeah, but not to question your faith or anything, but isn't that also, not just luck, but also skill and accuracy and
It's a bit like that. Like, I mean, if I were like a baker and had never handled a really big like a knife like this, a well balanced knife, and he starts flipping it around in his hand to show his skill. He's like, I bet the chances are that Timor is going to be like, well, maybe this one time I let you have it. But if you add that to skill, likelihood, statistically, I'm going to have a better chance. Get what I'm saying?
Very, make an intelligence check.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
No.
so-
You are totally
That's-
bullshitting.
Oh,
That's not that
absolutely.
bad. It's a 13?
You're picking up on enough. You don't understand it completely because Cult is king of the bullshit right now, but you're like, okay. There's some intelligence behind those eyes. Okay.
Yeah, he's not a dummy. Just awkward.
All right, well, go ahead.
All right. And he's just going to basically just hold the dagger up about 2.5 feet, 3 feet, and just drop it using his skills. I don't know if I rolled for that. And else he's going to use the luck point to
fuck,
adjust that.
we'll call it sleight of hand. Why not?
Hey. Sleight of hand.
I vow by the end of this campaign to go through every ability check at least once.
Love it. 24.
No problem.
He goes, that's skill. And he takes it and he does it again.
Sorry.
No worries.
That's all right. And that's a 19.
You do it
Or
twice in a
that's
row.
26. He does it twice in a row. And he winks. And does it the third time.
You still get it.
And that's... He's very good at sleight of hand. We need to utilize this more.
And it's after your third attempt that you hear,
Yeah, totally. Here's what I did.
and Trixie taps on the little scroll work that she has done, and you look over and it's intricate. She did it with a fucking butter knife, and she's got this intricate drawing, and she taps on it, and this little dancing couple comes to life in a kind of not a what is it, lesser image, and they just kind of dance and pirouette around each other.
I should have started drawing on tables a long time ago.
Colt just like leans back, shoulder touching Fury's shoulder, and just watches the little dancing and see, sometimes things just fall into place.
And it's about that time that Nagheim returns to the table to see a spectral dancing couple on the table.
That's cute. When I was going in, did I still see the bagger out there?
She would have been behind you. You would have passed by her on the way back to here.
She was still there.
Huh?
Okay. I'm gonna. Okay.
Are you okay?
Uh,
You've been gone for a while. So is everything good?
honestly, I don't know.
What's up?
Cannot. I saw a cloaked figure. And I tried to follow them. I'm not sure if you got my message.
What? Was that actually you?
Oh,
thought
did
I
you
was
message?
hearing
Oh,
things.
sorry, I was doing a thing.
But because Viria remembers the hooded figure she saw back in Drina before they left. She's like, what did they? I mean, obviously they're the hooded figure, so they probably didn't look like much.
Nagheim?
Correct me if I'm wrong. Did Viri ever mention that to the group?
She didn't. That's why.
Nagheim will give a 100% accurate detail of the silhouette down to the shadowed bumps.
I thought you were gonna say the shadowed bum.
Like looking
not too
over,
late.
they
That
need
is-
just a second, and they're like, "Yeah, this is exactly what I saw in the entire scene," and put a little extra emphasis on the beggar because they're
Oh.
suspicious.
Wait, what do you mean the beggar's still there? I would have thought they'd been off purchasing a lot of things.
Well,
Um,
Tally's back. Hi.
I gave them 500 gold.
okay.
Why would you continue to sit out begging on the street? If someone gave you that much money.
Force of habit.
Maybe
Fair
they're
enough.
trying to get more.
I mean,
Trixie, how good are you at dispelling magic?
What do you want dispelled?
I want to see if this beggar is hiding something.
Oh, okay. Where?
This way. Nagheim will. If you guys may want to come, it could be a flop. I could be wrong.
Just quick question before we do that. Would Nagaheim's description match the figure Viri saw back in Drina?
Yes. But
So,
to be fair, a black cloak is a black cloak. Whether your memory of the incident matches the painstaking detail that Nagaheim gave you,
Painstakingly detailed.
well, this may be a different person, but I did see someone watching us back in Trina that matches that description.
you did?
Okay.
And
So
you thought this... Go ahead, Nick. I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna say, without saying much, it's not that I'm on the run from anything. I'm just trying to avoid.
Who are you on the run from?
You
Oh,
say I'm on the run from something. They're on the
you
run from something.
Uh-huh.
really don't want to know.
Okay, we won't ask. But we did
I
ask.
So
kind
if
of
I
want
can-
to
Well,
know.
I mean, if you're on the run from something and you're also telling me that you want to follow me around, maybe I should know about this.
Let's just say, you know, when some people have their destiny laid out for them, and sometimes other people wish to interject. I don't know if my destiny was laid out for me, and I do not know if my future is my own. But I do know somebody wishes to intervene. And Nagheim's gonna look at Colt and just go, and that's why it's mother and not mother. So, I need to figure out if this is a threat that I've been trying to keep away from all of you, or if it's something else.
Fucking
Albert seems
Albert.
to agree.
As my partner and roommate both come home, as I want. But yes, I want to make sure that we are safe, at least from what I'm trying to avoid.
I'm going to take your word for this. We can talk about the details later, but I got your back.
Well, would you want us to investigate this
I
this person that's been following us around, apparently?
feel like I am being paranoid, but I don't. I looked down I looked down the street, and I saw the beggar again, and the cloaked figure.
Well, here's one thing I know for certain. There's you know, you can never be too paranoid, in my opinion. So we
Oh,
can
I know.
definitely look into it now, especially because this is like the second mysterious hooded figure that's been observing us. So
So
Whereabouts? With just
they just
the
point to it.
street, just that there. Okay, I've
So-
got you. I'm gonna be up. You guys take the ground.
And then you're just gonna hear Albert, almost out of nowhere, just fly down and just land on Colt's shoulder.
We're going up then.
You're going up.
You and me. Is there, Trixie? You've been here before. Is there a back exit? Fire door?
Probably, but I haven't used it because
Colt. This could all be for waste, but
Yeah, but I'm full of bourbon and I feel like
Oh.
a bit of a runaround.
Nagheim's gonna just kind of whisk their arm up, and a pearl is going to come out of their pouch, and float in front of your clavicle. And Nigheim is going to mutter something in Undercommon, and the scroll will enter in.
That's his thing.
That's
Fuck.
I'm going to cast.
Another inspiration.
I'm going to cast another Shar's Favor.
okay.
How many
So,
how many
and then-
second spell slots do you have at 5th? 3? Okay.
So now 1.
Oh,
Just double checking.
It's fine. I have 3rd level spell slots.
Mm-hmm.
Cry. And
Can you
cantrip.
cast that
It's
at
fine.
higher spell slots?
I can.
You can. Okay, good.
I can. But I also want to save it for other things.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Smile. But yeah, so for the next hour, you have a free inspiration.
ow. Got it.
So Nagheim and I'll take to the streets and Colt
And-
will take to the rooftops. And are Trixie and Rose coming with us, or are you staying here?
Rose has 2 fists and straws going into her mouth, but she's following behind you.
Rose. Maybe you need to do the most important job of us all. Keep the bard distracted. Be the life of the party.
Mm.
And I
That's
feel like
not hard
Trixie's
for
also
Rose.
pretty good at doing that. so-
Yes.
Trixie's with us.
Shit.
We need the music. Or
Oh,
not the
well,
music,
you
we
go
need the
wherever you
music.
want, Trixie. Really, we're not forcing
I
you to
would-
do anything.
Definitely need your ability to cancel magic, and then you can be the life of the party.
I can do it all.
Perfect. And Rose can stay
Absolutely.
at the bar and be the life of the party because she deserves it.
And on that
All right.
note, Rose turns around and goes, "Let's do some shots!" And away she goes.
Alright.
Colt's gonna find the back door, talks to like barkeep. He's just like, I just want to, we're gonna go have a piss, kind of a thing.
Make a. Well, in that case, let's make a deception check.
Oh,
You good?
Well, thank
sorry,
God
I'm talking to my
I'm
cat.
just very glad I gave you that, just in case.
yeah, and I'm gonna have to use it. Colt's mind goes blank, but
Colt's mind goes blank. Wait,
and
what's
then goes blank again.
Oh no.
So I'll say you try to deceive the powers that be in this establishment, and then you realize your attempt to act drunk is capitalized on the fact whatever double down because you are slightly buzzed as well, so your thoughts of deception are a bit janky and slurred to begin with, and you're like, I gotta piss take no wait a minute, shit.
No, wait. How does it go again? I've got to take a
Sir,
piss.
sir,
out in-
sir, employees only, please.
Just gonna scoot out into
Round the back,
alleyway?
round the back, out the front, and around the back. Thank you.
Oh, God. All right. And so Colt just walks out the front, but he's going to pull the hat down, pull the scarf up, and just make a quick, stealthy exit.
Oh, a stealthy exit, huh?
Just like slip through the door and then into the shadows.
Let's see a
Because-
stealth check.
Because Albert's on Colt's shoulder,
Hmm.
just being quiet because that asshole refuses to speak.
I feel like you're calling me an asshole.
No, I'm calling Albert an asshole because just Albert. Does he have to make a stealth check or can he just vibe?
Albert, he would blend into the black of cult.
Looks
Cool.
like an accoutrement.
Yeah. Could be a stuffed bird. Who
15.
knows?
Yeah.
15? Oh, yeah. For you, that's easy enough. These people are, some people are drunk. Some people are all about their own business, and it's getting dark out, and you're all in black. That's easy enough. Yeah.
And are the buildings here all fairly close together, like Libra Crossy kind of?
You could totally
Uh,
Jackie Chan that all the way up. Yeah. with an
Okay, good.
acrobatics check. Meh.
I would love to do an acrobatics
Yeah.
check because I like rolling what I'm good
We
at.
love to see it.
Just a +10 to my acrobatics.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I rolled a. Wait, oh, it wasn't a nat one. It was a 7. Sevens look so much like ones.
Works for
and
me.
it's still 17. So.
Yep. Ba-dum, ba-dum,
Yeah.
bing, bing. Up you go. Albert's a little
Hold
freaked
on,
out, but
Albert.
yeah, you're good.
Yeah. Colt just tries to stroke him. It's like,
All
so
right.
you don't talk to Dankheim at all.
I mean, I don't want to just yet. He seems like he's still in that kind of prickish kind of place, but you know.
I absolutely understand. But you know, with the apology today, what a fantastic
I feel
thing
that
to
was
do.
great strides. Good work on him. Yeah.
Really lovely. Oh, I think we've grown together as people, and
Mhm.
maybe I should probably keep my emotions a little tamped down, and then maybe we can tap into Nagheim's emotions a little bit more.
Tap into Nagheim. That's funny. By the way, the earring looks really good on you.
Thank you. I think it really suits me. It kind of allows me to talk to Veri in her head, which I feel is very intimate, but
Ooh.
not weird.
I
so it
sense
would have-
romance.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think it's
You know what
changed.
I also
It can be
sense is that
very-
Nagheim is going to kill me eventually. So let's stop pretending like we're having a conversation.
Colt finds a spots the beggar and crouches down and waits.
Fair enough.
Did you like that?
Xander, I love you.
This is what you
I
get
love
here
you.
on the Oddities D&D on
I
Twitch.
hope to God that's how he sounds.
I'm rewatching that so I can look at Zan's face
Yeah.
throughout.
Just dying and plotting my death.
We took that half second that Jason likes to like hang over our heads, and we turned it into a conversation.
I
Yep.
love it. I hope that's all canon.
No.
Unfortunately not.
Cult was having an imaginary conversation with a bird just to make himself feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
All right. But air team is go. What's ground team doing?
Nagheim would be like, okay, Trixie.
Yeah.
I'm going to distract the woman
Hell yeah.
just with casual conversation. If you can try to see if there is magical aura around her
Hmm.
and maybe dispel it or see if she's lying or telling the truth,
Uh-huh.
it would be beautiful. This is very low key,
Uh-huh. Oh,
but you be you, because if you aren't you, it'll be weird. So, act like yourself.
Don't think too hard about it.
That's not how you act. Just be you. Hyper and energetic and happy and normal. You're normal.
Yep.
Honestly,
I'm all about that.
that sounds that
Looks
more like
looks
you.
about right.
That looks more like you than you being serious, to be fair.
I am rocking this stealth mission.
It's not really stealth.
Okay.
You just have to be very nonchalant about your magic for 5 minutes.
I got it. I got this.
I'm in position.
Roger.
We're gonna make it real obvious. I'm like, oh, I'm in position.
Meanwhile, they can hear you from the roof. No.
He speaks a little too loud, so she's just like, oh,
She's loud.
Gotta fine tune the earrings. Yeah.
So,
And I'll relay the message over to the other two.
As you
Ah.
get to the corner, you see that because the crowd is dying down now, not a lot of people walking around, a lot of people stumbling home. But you do see the beggar woman, and she is currently just folding up her mat, getting ready to move on, maybe to a different section, maybe going home for the night, if she has a home.
excuse me.
Yes. Oh.
I'm terribly sorry to
The kind one.
to interrupt you.
Oh.
I know that you're busy, just trying to make ends meet. She's been drinking a little bit. But I was wondering, last time I passed here, I had noticed somebody that is cloaked. Just a dark cloaked figure that was looking towards my direction.
Aye.
Did you happen to notice them at all, or anything?
No, kind one, no.
Okay.
Are you in trouble of some sort?
I'm just looking for specific people and was hoping that was who it was. That's really it.
Well, if it's a missing persons type thing, you may want to speak to one of the guard.
Not a missing person.
Oh,
It was more of a look for clues.
I don't rightly follow.
That's insight check.
Make an insight
I
check.
just want to kind of see what they're like.
Can I help? Am I present for this whole conversation?
Sure.
Oh well, never mind.
Not
Oh well, yeah.
20.
Okay.
There you go.
They're not really hiding anything. And you get the vibe that they are being truthful because they've been paid. And they're giving off a vibe like they really wish they had the information, because seeing how much she pocketed from you both previously, she wouldn't mind some extra had she have the truth. But she also gets the vibe seeing big ass Viria and seeing the rocket flare that is Trixie just rocking out. She's getting the vibe like if she does try to pull a fast one on you guys, might not be the smartest idea. So as much as she wants to give you the information, she has no information.
Okay. Sorry to bug you, and
It's no bother.
here. And Negheim's gonna all of the pimples and boils and stuff on her face are just gonna slowly disappear. Just with Presto, clean it up. So not disappear, but
yeah.
be cleaned out. Like any pus that would
You're
be there.
exfoliating her skin magically?
Well, using Presto just to clean everything out.
Uh-huh.
And then like she can't see, but also focused on the teeth to clean them a little. Make sure in the morning you go to the bathhouse.
It's
Right.
gonna feel so weird.
And Negheim's gonna drag everyone down the alleyway they went to.
Okay.
Not where we came from, but the area they went to. And it's gonna be like, Trixie, look at me. If I give you the details again of the cloaked figure,
Uh-huh.
I've heard of spells that could locate people or things.
Uh-huh.
If I give you as accurate description,
Mhm.
could you try
To find them?
to locate them with magic?
Oh, got it. Yeah.
So Nagheim will give an accurate description about how tall they would be, being like, okay, I saw them from this far, so that would shrink them down, and giving them as much of a detail, trying to give as much of that they could give, that like the hood came down this far and covered this much and creating a shadow over, but would reveal this much, and
Uh-huh.
blah 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 blah. Just trying to give them as much detail
Okay.
through
I
their
love
keen
Keen
mind. Yeah, right. That they can possibly give, either in hopes of like enough to make a sending spell work, or locate object, or locate person.
Okay. So you see her pull aside her sash, and she has one of her own bandoliers on, and she kind of touches the glyph around so that the right vial is there. She flicks it, bing, it lights up a little bit. Her eyes just kind of glow for a minute. And the strangest thing happens. Blood starts to come out of Trixie's nose. And she kind of flinches. And
I don't think it worked.
Did you? What?
I'm good. I'm good. Don't look.
Is that normal?
No. Could you try to maybe
I don't know if I want to do that one again.
not? Which one did you do?
The locate one?
Okay. Okay. Could you try to maybe? I know there's a spell. I don't know what it is called. I've read about it. That lets you see around the person. I don't know if you can do that.
Yeah. Usually I don't mind, but that one kind of hurt, and that one sounds kind of similar.
Well, what? I just want to make sure they're safe. That's. I just.
As this conversation is going on, I want to I'm keeping an eye out and looking around, see if I spot anyone.
okay. Make a perception check.
Yeah, Colt would have made his way over up to the roof right next to them, and he's kind of like looking right down, right above them.
Albert peed a little again.
20.
Say that again.
Nat 20.
For perception?
Yep, so a
Nice.
21.
Excellent. You don't see anything about the individual you saw or the one that Nagheim described.
Nagheim
You
will
see me
You do see Colt, who
Looking down,
seems to be
smiling.
having a conversation with Albert.
Nagheim will kind of like kneel down in front of Trixie and be like, last thing I'm gonna ask is just try, because I just want to make sure it's not my past catching up. That's all. I want to keep all of us, including you, safe.
Okay. It'll take a little while.
I can help in any way possible. And with that, Nagheim will kind of clean up the blood. Just a
Okay.
little quick.
So you guys pop a squat for about 10 minutes. And I will say... Okay.
Colt Steve McQueen and like in The Great Escape, just like throwing his knife up and catching it, throwing his knife up and catching it.
Nagheim is... But what is the plus to it, though? They could have failed or passed.
Nada.
They passed?
The spell didn't succeed.
Oh, she used a scroll.
No, she didn't use a scroll.
Because isn't it they make a saving throw? The person that it's being used against makes
Was
a
that what it
saving
was?
throw.
Did I do that backwards?
I'm pretty sure it's they make a saving throw against it.
Is it scrying that you're using?
It's scry. Didn't need to hit that.
No, I'm looking. I know nothing about
Oh,
magic.
okay. So I add...
You would roll and then add that person's wisdom? It's been a while since I played a cleric with scrying.
Definite no. Hate to be that guy, but nope. Doesn't go through. Yep.
Okay. And Nighttime's just.
Am I bleeding again? Don't look. Oh, I think I'm good. I don't know.
No, you're
Yuri,
good.
Yuri, look, is there anything? Is there anything
No.
up there?
Except for boogers, no.
Oh, are they gone?
And not quite, but it's fine.
It's stuck right up
I'll
here. I can feel it.
I'll hand her a hanky
Excellent.
without saying like another word. I'm just like, here.
You know, there are moments where I actually do forget that we are live on the internet, and
The entire internet got a nice glimpse of your nostrils.
yep,
Are fine.
And the
That's
one,
fun.
2, 3 boogers up there.
yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah, way to go. I'm smart. Anyway,
Nighttime's gonna just kind of pull their robes around them. And without saying anything, Albert is going to like push off of
cult
Colt.
off the roof.
Like push off of Colt and just pretty much dive bomb to Nagheim, land on their shoulder, and curl up into them, like almost as if Nagheim's emotions are being pushed onto Albert as well. Like you can tell the worry, they are worried and scared, and they're fully in their head trying to figure out some way to just, they're like, this is a cloaked person that is after us. There has to be. And they are like closed off completely, paler than normal, wrapped up, and just lost.
Theory is nothing happened with the spell?
No, it didn't seem to work. Whatever they tried. And I've been keeping an eye out, and I haven't seen anything. Have you?
No. And Colt's just going to take another cursory glance from the rooftops to see if anyone has been standing and hasn't moved. Walking people.
Nothing
looks...
out of the ordinary. Nothing pops up on a radar or anything like that.
Absolutely. Okay, well, I mean, fruitless night, but we had a bath and, I mean, we got these lovely earrings. And Colt's just gonna climb down the side and, like, find some footholds and, like, slowly make his way down to...
Ooh, he's good at that.
street
Look at
level.
that. Oof.
Well,
Sometimes I don't slip.
thank you for your help, Trixie. I don't. I think the night might have to end a little earlier than
Oh,
anticipated.
Wait. We haven't even done the best part yet.
Well, I mean, we should probably start by heading back to the bread and biscuit and grab Rose and see what we do next, because Nagheim doesn't seem like in a very good
well, that's
mood
cool.
right now.
We can do it. We can do it there. We can do it there. Yeah.
What is it?
Come and find out.
And she skips literally back down to the restaurant and everything.
Nagheim just very slowly, like they're watching every step, and with every step, they are watching around them.
Mhm.
Like they take like almost with pretty much every movement, it looks almost like they're trying to take a 360 view around themselves every single step. They are full-blown panic attack, pretty much. Without letting people, trying not to let people know, but it's very obvious and in their head.
Nagheim, would it help if we sorry, I just dropped my pen. Would it help if we, because we are staying at an inn, but would you want us to, keep watch for anyone during the night? Would that help?
Uh,
You seem very upset. I think we're gonna do that regardless.
I don't. I, 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 I don't
Just-
think I will be resting tonight.
Well, come
No.
on, let's go get Rose, and we'll make our way back. And he just puts a very gentle hand on Nagheim's shoulder, and just stands up a bit taller, and just like tries to look. He doesn't try. He looks capable.
When we pass by where Nagheim last saw the cloaked figure, I'm going to use my drow magic and cast Fairy Fire.
Okay.
Just out of sheer paranoia.
Okay.
I don't think anything is there at all, but within a 20-foot cube around us, when we get to it, you know, they have to make a dexterity saving throw of 16.
16. Okay.
And if they fail, then they are outlined. If they pass, they are not. But I doubt anything is there. This is just Nagheim's paranoia.
Yep. So once you cast it into that corner where you first saw that figure, the building fails its dexterity saving throw, and that whole corner is lit up in purplish fairy lights, we'll say. So at least, if it's of some comfort, you know the direction to head back.
Buildings suck at dex.
Excuse me.
The same time.
Like, while doing it, Nagheim will just kind of be like, I was hoping it would work.
Don't worry, we'll get him. We'll keep now. All eyes are open. All eyes are going to be looking. Not just you and old chatty Cathy over here. Points at Albert. Come on, let's go get Rose.
Were you two talking?
Listen.
So as you all enter back
Question
into
hangs in the air.
yeah.
Unanswered.
As you all head back into the bread and biscuit, is that what I called it?
Yep.
Okay, good. That's way better than the bread and basket because that makes no sense. So you walk in and you see the sight of Rose taking out her third arm wrestling challenger. Bam! Right over the table. And she's like, yeah! Just in that person's face. And they grab another. We'll say she probably ordered a milkshake as a prize. So she gets a milkshake and she is like just chugging. It's coming down her face. She's got like the milkshake mustache, and on her nose, she's got like a little dollop right there. And she turns,
Oh my god.
I'm winning!
Top of all that ale.
Of course she's winning.
Yes.
Oi, what are the odds?
She's making it up as she goes. If you win, you get something. If she wins, she gets an ice cream sundae or something. Like, I don't fucking know. I didn't make this game up. And it's at that point where you see Trixie coming back with a tray from one of the waitresses with 5 goblets on it. And she's like,
Okay, come on, over here. Come on, back to the table.
Nagheim's gonna try to, like, without anyone noticing, slip out of the bar.
Hang on, you too. I got one for you especially.
I
Colt would be
You're
pretty
gonna
eyes
love this.
on
Come here.
Nagheim.
Yes,
I
come on.
need fresh air.
No, come
I
here.
need air. And Nagheim's outside the bar.
Colt just one moment. You guys go ahead. Be right back. Colt follows.
As Nagheim's outside for a moment alone,
Mhm.
I'm gonna cast Disguise Self and turn myself to look like a beggar. And Albert's will, like, fly up on top of the roof.
okay.
and just kind of sit around the opening of the bar, just kind of like just trying to look like a depressed beggar.
Mm-hmm.
Colt comes out and oh fuck, and yells. I won't yell. And starts to dart in like a triangle, looking down every avenue, and he's fucking freaking out because just like it was a half second. Colt whips around, spots the beggar, and just goes up and he's like, "Did you see a drow elf? What hair? Really nice jacket, looking a little depressed. Crow, I mean raven. You know, what a bit of black and bird. Did you see anything
Two
like
things.
that?" Mm-hmm.
Where is Albert?
Albert would have flown on top of the roof.
Okay.
Albert's
Cult,
not fine.
make a perception check. Nagheim, make a deception check.
Do I get advantage because I use disguise self?
You don't need it. You really don't need it.
Oh no.
Oh, now I play the mean DM. Don't you have luck?
You do.
I have it's fine. I can reroll too if I need to. I can do it twice.
Okay, I do have luck, so I'm gonna use one. Because, where'd it go? Perception. Sorry. Okay.
It's a little bit better.
Yeah, I kind of have a mental rule with myself is that you only get one luck per go.
Good,
So
because that's my role too.
good. Yeah, because it's just
Keeps
so
it fair.
Yeah,
So-
absolutely.
You're kind of in
Sure.
panic mode, so usually you're a little more perceptive, but you are full blown like you've let down your friend.
Absolutely. You've got me. So does the beggar respond?
The beggar just looks a little like points inside, like I don't understand,
They just came out. They just came out. Do you not speak? Do you not speak? Oh my god. Fuck. And he starts taking off to where Nagham saw the cloaked figure. And he's just gonna run and panic look. And then once he gets to that point, he's going to use Zeering and go, Vera, Nagheim vanished. Nagheim's gone. I don't
What?
know
How?
where they are.
They just left. How did you lose them?
I'm where they saw the figure. I don't know. And he's just like continuously. I don't
Well,
know.
do you
Panic.
want me to help you? Do you want me to come with
No.
you?
Well, we've got to find them.
Well, yeah,
Like-
it's just that Rose is pretty hammered right now, and
Oh, Rose can burn the bar down. She'll be fine.
all right. Do you want me to bring Trixie then?
Yeah. Trixie does magic. We can use Trixie to,
All right.
to find
Yeah.
Nagheim.
All right, I'm on my way, and I'll just kind of like grab Trixie and be like, Nagheim's vanished again.
Wait, ah, shit!
Yep. Oh well, did you want to stay? You don't have to come. It's just that.
You did it. You dragged her.
No, okay, fine. And I'll catch up with Colt where we all well the figure was reported.
as everyone's running by, Nagheim would do a message to Colt, being like, I'm sorry, just enjoy your night. And Nagheim will head back to the inn.
Disguised. You get a barrage of Orcish swearing at you. You don't speak Orcish, do you? Does anyone around me do? Trixie does?
Of course she does.
It goes something like, you selfish cur, How dare you make me panic? The streets aren't safe. You bleep, 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 bleep. And it's just like,
I'm sorry. I'm
After
trying to
that.
show you a good time tonight. I'm just doing my best. I don't have a lot of friends in Western. Why are you yelling at me?
Trixie. No.
What'd you say to her?
I wasn't talking to Trixie. Nagheim messaged me saying we should enjoy our night.
Well, I mean,
So that's fine,
how are we
obviously.
supposed to do that now?
I don't know. Where do you think they go? Are they gonna? Stop, Trixie. Come here. Are you fine with the hug?
I
Can I
don't-
give you a little hug? I wasn't talking to you. I was swearing at Nagheim. They really pissed me off again.
It's twice in one
We have a
day.
very up and down relationship.
Well, not one day. Never mind.
It's been a few. But they annoy me so much. If I could fight them, I would. It's not you. I'm so sorry you were witness to my
It's okay.
filthy sailor's mouth, and I promise I'll never say those words in front of you again. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
He is shaken up. What exactly did you say? Jeez.
You know what? I'd be a little embarrassed to repeat it in common.
Okay, that's
wasn't good.
okay. You don't have
It's-
to.
It's a very orcs come. We used to be a lot rougher than we are now. Yeah, my apologies. The rancid meat. That was going too far. Too far.
Okay, well, we don't know what Nagaheim is.
Currently, I know you were doing magic before, but do you have a thing where you know where people are? We've asked a lot of you. We're gonna come and buy some more stuff from your shop tomorrow.
Yeah, she has this jug that does like a bunch of different things. I thought you and Rose might like that.
I do.
Yes, I love a jug.
Yeah,
You
it
can-
does.
You can make music with them. You can carry them. You
Oh,
can
I never
Yeah,
thought of
and
that.
it produces chocolate milk. I don't know
Yeah.
if you like that.
chocolate milk.
Uh-huh.
I would love that.
Well, there you go. But
Okay.
before we do that,
Yeah, that's tomorrow's problem. I just want to make sure you're okay. I didn't really mean to
I'm
upset
okay.
you so much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Nakam doesn't know the city except for the library, Trixie's place, the bread and biscuit, and the inn. So,
I seem
theoretically,
good with directions, though.
tactically, I would say we check all of those places.
Uh-huh.
Because I don't think Nagheim's going to sleep rough tonight. That's just not them. A lot of dirt on the street. So I'm going to say likely they've gone back to the inn to have a little pout.
either that or they're pulling
completely
some
allowed
kind
to.
of all-nighter at the library or wherever you would study things. I guess.
Hang on a minute. Hang on.
And she closes her eyes. And
I was gonna say, if there's any feeling of magic around Nagheim,
oh,
would-
hang on.
just greet it with a hello.
Ooh, you rotten drow.
They
Dare
are
you, miserable wizard.
in a full-blown panic attack, assuming the worst. Flashbacks to the stories they've been told. They are.
So here's what happens. Trixie closes her eyes, a little skittish because she's tried this once tonight and it had very negative effects.
Poor Trixie, we're just abusing and using.
But
She's the one who wanted to tag along. Just
Yeah.
saying.
let's not shit on
We're
Trixie right now,
blaming
okay? She closes her eyes, a little skittish because this worked very poorly, but she sees that you guys are very concerned about your friend, and not having had a lot of friends, Trixie is desperate to please. So she
We
closes
are
her
missing
eyes.
her.
She closes her eyes.
Now I feel bad for being mean. Well, not mean.
She
but-
casts locate person. And she pings Nagheim.
Oh. I thought that would have worked. Huh. Sorry.
Oh, did you not find them?
He didn't.
I guess I'm just having an off night.
Well, that's
I mean, that's okay. Thank you for trying.
Mhm.
I really appreciate it, and we're definitely going to come in tomorrow. But I would really like to check all those places.
How
Okay.
far away are they from me?
Not more than a block.
Nagheim would probably sense the magic.
Oh, yeah.
on them and just send a message saying, make sure they have fun. I'm in no headspace. I'm going to the inn. And they'll do this through separate messages if they have to.
Mhm.
Um,
So,
I don't know how to talk to people.
with that,
Well, if you want, I mean, I had something planned inside, but I think we could do it here if you like, just to kind of cap off the night. if it's just us.
Is that to Nagheim?
that's to you two.
Oh no, cult's searching down Nagheim. There's no more celebration. This is his new mission. He has to go find Nagheim.
Okay.
does this look like it means a lot to Trixie?
She's really just trying to show you guys a good time, and she hates the idea that this has become such a bummer.
Cult just
Maybe we should
shoulder
uh,
puts a hand on Vera's shoulder and just gives her the look like, go ahead, I'll be fine. I've been here before. I know the city.
well, this is Meta Ari speaking. Where do you want me to go?
With Trixie. With
Okay,
Trixie.
with Trixie. Okay.
The go ahead.
All right.
I'll see you
Here's
guys back
yeah.
at the inn.
So, at the inn, correct? Okay. Well, Trixie, let's go and grab Rose, and you can show us what you wanted to show us, and we'll meet up with Colt and hopefully Nagheim back at the inn,
Okay.
if
I've got the
that's
earring.
okay with you, because you know we owe you as much. You've been very helpful, and
No, it's what you do. You know, it's all good.
right. Okay. Well, and I look to Colt. Keep in touch.
You got it. Have fun. And he,
Oh.
with a flourish and a swish of his feet, goes off into the night to search for his sad friend.
Oh my god.
And as you're halfway,
Harder complex.
as Viri and Trixie are halfway back to the place, Trixie stops.
One second.
All right.
She disappears in a puff. Nagheim, or sorry, excuse me, Cult, as you are booking it, poof, Trixie appears just in front of you. You skid to a halt.
Yeah.
She sheepishly looks up to you and just kind of comes in, hugs you around the legs.
Oh.
And as soon as she appeared, she's gone again.
And I'm
Okay.
left
I'm all good.
there. Oh god.
Okay, lead the way.
Okay. Let's go find Rose.
And like Viria just kind of like half-heartedly, as long as she hasn't been very enthusiastic from the start, but now she's even less in a party mood, but she's trying to humor Trixie.
For sure.
So
While you Rose and Trixie are in the bar. Colt, you're hitting your hotspots. Nagheim, as soon as they go back in, do you make your way back to the inn, or where are you
I've
going?
already been making my way to the inn.
You have. Okay.
My plan is to, with objects around me, once I'm in my room, try to get into a meditative state and try to, through my mind, whether it is magic going haywire, because they are full-blown panic, just trying to figure out where that cloaked person could have gone.
Okay.
Moving objects in their, like, they think it's all in their mind. I don't know if it's happening or what, if there's arcane magic spewing out of their room or whatnot. They are just in their mind's eye trying to really figure out the night.
Mm-hmm. All right. Colt, how many places are you going to?
He's going to head to Trixie's first, and then he's going to go up to the Cobalt Reserve, and then over to the Wayward Pony.
Okay. When you get to Trixie's place, you see that the windows are lit. There's candlelight inside. You delicately kind of put yourself against the wall and kind of peer in towards the window. Make a perception check.
Oh, perception, my old friend. I'm going to go real dice for this one. 15.
Okay. It's easy enough to see inside here. And what you see is what looks to be like a husband-wife kind of team. And in this small cramped space over like candlelight, they're just slowly making rolls of dough, setting it aside for tomorrow's bread. And that's it.
Okay. Cobalt.
Cobalt Reserve. You head over there. Wide open space. A few couples doing couple things. Not much activity going on there, though.
Colt looks at them. Jealousy. Wayward Pony.
Wayward Pony. Okay.
Mhm.
You head back. And as you go up to your room, correct me if I'm wrong, you all have individual rooms or people are teaming up?
Rose and Colt are sharing a room, and Viri and Nagheim are sharing a room. So is there light coming out from under the door of
There
their
is.
room? Is there a keyhole?
Not natural light.
Okay. Is there a keyhole that
Oh, yeah.
he can peer through? Like this?
Make a perception check.
Okay, I'm sticking with dice because...
Because you want to lie to me.
19! No, no lie.
Put it to the... No, I trust you. I trust you guys. Come on. You peer in. You see your newly formed friend. Was touch and go for a little bit there, but you see them working their magic. They look like they're in their own kind of headspace. They're working through it in their own way. But they are safe. They are secured.
Colt's going to sit in the hallway, up against the door, cross-legged, with his sword across his lap.
Okay.
And settle it.
All right.
And that's him till someone comes and finds him.
You got it.
Puts him to bed.
Well, Rose and Viri would have come and relieved you of duty, but they didn't go home that night.
Knew it.
And that's where we're going to pick up next
I
time.
How dare you?
She
Oh,
took
you-
them to the Feywild.
Oh, Trixie! I knew Trixie was bad news,
Trixie's the BBG.
but Colt did not know that Trixie was bad news. But I did the whole time.
Uh-huh.
How dare you?
Do me a oh no, I shouldn't do this until yeah, we'll do that at the top. Okay, I got it. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching today's episode. I hope you had a lovely time. I am 1000% positive you would have had 1000% better time had we had our beloved Fred with us tonight. We miss her dearly. We hope she gets better real soon so that in 2 weeks' time, we will be back here. Everybody, go out next Sunday, celebrate Halloween if you can. Be safe out there. Eat a bunch of candy, just like your favorite barbarian. And we will see you back here in 2 weeks. Everyone have a good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks for watching.